And I was upset because it cost me a lot to rewrite the story. But the show must go on. We had a deadline to film if I wanted the return of Arinzo to make 3rd of April. She apologized. We made up, and the rest is history. Honestly, all this saddened me because the sky is big enough for all. CNN. Can somebody just take over and just say anything? For me, 2 minutes. It's CNN here, okay. Okay. Mwambi. Yeah, I've read. Can everyone hear me? Yes, ma'am. You can hear me now. Because I actually said I was going to quickly, me too. I'm going to quickly talk on this and then my mute. I've read the thing, and I can say categorically that Iyabo did not handle the response properly. Because first you said these two people had a fight, and then you fought with Funke, which was a wrong move. For me, that is you saying, that is you saying, Funke is your person, come what may. Now, after saying all that, you highlighted where Toyin was also supposed to be part of this your movie, The Return of Arinzo. And then you spent money that you were not supposed to spend. That is another wrong move. Because you're saying that, for me personally, that means you would have discussed it with Funke, and Funke coming to show all her kiniko animosity was not just about her, but also kind of supporting you. That is another wrong move. Now you now declaring that you've known Funke the longest. That is another wrong move. Because Funke too one pelini insane. Where was Funke when your daughter was about to wed? And Toyin was front, back, middle, center, up, down. Where was she? Funke actually came as a guest, not as your buddy, not as your G, not as somebody who is close to you. Funke came as a guest, just a guest. Ubalari, that Toyin was worn out, and wigs were, was falling apart. Ideally, was only God knows. Big young gun see that all because she was up and down. You now saying all of a sudden that you make it the longest. I'm sorry. If I'm Toyin, that year will not is off for you. How do you think Toyin will feel? You could have easily put out a statement saying, yeah, these two are fighting. You know what? I'm not going to get involved. They will settle. That is you being neutral. But those statements you put out there was you making a statement that, come what may, Funke is my G. So I'm going to indirectly stand by her. And if I am Toyin, me too, I'll put whatever you have put up on in the center of my table and deliberate on it. Bring my own people to and say, can somebody read this thing so that I'm not paranoid, so that I know in my head that I'm not crazy, so that I know in my head I'm not making up things. But the people know that in my shade, and people would have told her, okay, this is what is going on. This person telling you it is time you stay on your lane. But you came out to say, oh, Funke, Toyin was supposed to be in your movie. You wasted money. You did this. You did that. But the Alakada, the Oversabi auntie, you were also supposed to be there. As a matter of fact, you were playing a key role. You also pulled out at last minute. And this girl never came out to shade you, to say anything to the public. You did the same. Well, no, she did the same thing. And then you that they were so. She also rewrote a story, got somebody else to play the part. You did the same. And at that time, you did the same. There was nothing you were doing. You need commitment. Maybe you had one. But you know what shifting all of a sudden, you're holding on to that. And for that to happen, that means you would have called to Funke. And Funke's anger didn't just come from Funke. It came from the whole thing that happened. This girl, not two-faced girl. And she came out there and Funke is either you're with me or you're against me. There's no in between the lines. Which is not Funke's right, because Funke on your right. That's his shame. Now, except when Funke she, this not coming out to say cinema is doing this and this to me should not even make Funke angry, because she never mentioned your name. She just said cinema is doing this, and she had evidences. Mama, woman, she said yes. She came out, she said, Toyin, you need to do something. No, we see cinema lano. And ticket one ticket was in there. People were sending Toyin screenshots, videos, audios. So this girl just didn't come out to make up story or to that is that. People sent her evidences. And she never mentioned your name. Except that I couldn't continue on she put down cinemas. Except that I could not to roll sita. And it's a quick terminal shaking. So much to be doing. So Iyabo now saying they said if they should call each other. No. She had, if Toyin had even gone to Funke, that means Toyin was being childish, going to Funke to say, she doesn't have business with Funke. She had business with the cinemas, and she faced the cinemas head on. So why should that bother Funke? Except when no Friday, only skeleton in a couple day. Because Iyabo don't really sorry, I'm sorry, they were all things that were irrelevant issues. She should have just come out and say, I cannot get involved on my set way. But you now highlighting from one paragraph, Funke the longest, Funke, which was a wrong move on your part. Which was a wrong move on your part. Then you went on to now say two of them had the beef to say if they have Kiniko, they will call each other behind the camera. So all the things you highlighted from the beginning to the end were unnecessary. He told us, okay, if it's about it, but also to we will not now. That you turned down. You turned down at last minute as well. That she lost money. So at the end of the day, what I will tell Toyin is this. Toyin, you're not even Yoruba. I don't even know why you're kissing asses up and down. Face your business. Be yourself. Social because that anyone can just, malign you, say, do something so horrible, and then come back and beg you. And to come man shaking business. What else are you looking for? God has blessed you. But no, stand on your 2 feet. And say make sure you stand that really. And stop kissing asses. That's my take on this. So me, I don't have too much. Good morning, no. Thank you, babe. Say you continue. Good morning, my sister. Okay, so you confess or no? Go ahead. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Good morning, house. The sister TNM has really said like 60% of what I have in mind. Also, my first one, okay, number one. Because mo ṣe wo TikTok ní àìpẹ́ yìí ẹ mọ̀ àwọn tó bá wà lórí live láàmú kọ̀ọ̀kan jẹ́ lára àwọn live kan ṣòye yín bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so mo fẹ́ clarify kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣé mọ̀ pé I won't go back again. I want to talk about what Queen Mother posted. Number one, I think it is unnecessary, but at the same time, also you pull out statement because people have been dragging that one. But construct a statement here dada. Kò sọ dada. Àwọn nǹkan wà tó yẹ kó kọ síbẹ̀. Same. Don't need to pull that up. Who asked you that? Oh, ṣáà lọ lo wá mọ Toyin ni. Ìyẹn one. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì. Thing concerning Arizo, Toyin pull out at 9 minutes because she said she's exhausted. It's unnecessary. But I feel you can't suspect people have been dragging Iyabo Ojo pé kò fi Toyin sí Arizo. Reason why people are dragging Iyabo Ojo in Arizo is because Toyin participated in the previous Arizo. And Toyin ò kú nínú movie yẹn torí mo tún lọ tún movie yẹn mo lọ sórí kíní mo tún lọ search fún Toyin ò kú ní ní part pé 1 and 2 làbí zone gbà yẹn mà. Ní part 2 yẹn ọlọ́pàá kó wọn ni. It was even Mercy that shot Iyabo. Tó di pé ọlọ́pàá kó Toyin àti Mercy lọ. Iyabo when Mercy shot, Iyabo ṣubú. Àwa mọ̀ bóyá ó sustain injury àbò kú pátápátá yẹn pé movie yẹn parí síbẹ̀ but Toyin was alive in that movie. So that was why people are dragging Iyabo. Toyin ò kú nínú movie now. Toyin was there. Even Funke ò bá ẹ sí nínú movie rárá. Ọkọ̀ ló gbé mú Funke wá ojú sí. Mercy was in that previous one. Mercy ṣì wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Toyin tó bá ẹ ṣe movie gan gbà yẹn gan Toyin movie yẹn gan gbà yẹn lòmíì for the love of Toyin gan ló jẹ́ kán bá ẹ wo movie yẹn láyé ìgbà yẹn because àwọn èèyàn ti like Toyin with gbogbo character láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bó ṣe máa ń ṣe gbà yẹn. So I thought reason tán ṣe ń drag ẹ̀ nìyẹn pé àwọn èèyàn feel pé àbá torí Funke ni ò ṣe lo Toyin. Bó wá yẹ kó statement yẹn wá yẹ kó construct ẹ̀ dáadáa. Toyin pull out. Not because she doesn't want to show, she's exhausted. Oh, you suppose she said she's exhausted, she has to go for a movie premiere, and I understand she will be tired. Oh, yeah, ó sọ bí ẹni pé Toyin intentionally pull out of that movie. Whereas, ìwọ fún ara ẹ, ó pull out of Oversabi auntie at that minute. Toyin never come online to explain to anybody. So someone now said, she won't drag Toyin nígbà yẹn. They will not drag Toyin because Oversabi auntie ò ní any previous one tí Iyabo bá ṣe. Ká ní ó ti ṣe Oversabi auntie kan mi tí Iyabo wà nù ẹ̀ tó wá fẹ́ ṣe return of Oversabi auntie tí tó bá lo Iyabo àwọn èèyàn máa drag ẹ̀. Ṣọ́rọ̀ mi yé yín mà. So I think that's why they drag Iyabo. Now, but still ibi tó àwọn nǹkan tó kọ tí ò make sense nìyẹn. I knew Funke for the longest. Oh, nídìí ẹ̀. Because kò sí ìwọ ló wà láàrin wọn. Táwọn méjì bá ti ń jà tó bá ti wà láàrin àwọn méjèèjì, you have to be careful. If not, so orí ẹ̀ ló máa ti dúró. Then Toyin pull out kìnìkan you don't need it. And if you want to do it, you construct it well in a better way. Ìyẹn ìkejì. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta, I'm coming back to Toyin. To me, I won't be biased and I won't be emotional. I keep saying it. Toyin is my own person in this matter. I feel Toyin needs to... People have been saying this and I will say it again. With Iyabo write-up, with all the drama going on, she needs to sit down, go reschedule gbogbo waka around anybody. Know your own people. I'm not saying you should not be friends with Iyabo. Ẹ ti ṣọ̀rẹ́, ẹ ti ṣe múra yín bí sister and whatever from láti ìgbà kan rí. Continue with that, but apply sense. Don't be carried away. Toyin always carried away tó bá ti like èèyàn. Ó dẹ̀ máa affect ẹ̀. Even her relationship and everything. Once what the neighbor an issue, affected. She needs to be trust èèyàn tó pé ẹni ò lè ṣe nǹkan, anything can happen. So when you are friend with someone, man, you look fi àyè ìjálẹ̀, máa set boundaries. And all these things, see finish, let me see finish me. So àwọn kan sọ pé ṣebí torí Priscilla lóòótọ́ ó participate, ó ṣe gbá ó ṣàwo, ṣé kò monetize ẹ̀ ni, ṣé kò fi ta movie ni, ṣé kò fi ṣe. Ó fi ta movie, fine. Movie tó tà, ṣé Priscilla ọmọ tó ṣe wedding fún ara ẹ̀ wà Naija nígbà tán ṣe tán ta movie ní December. Ṣé ó bá Toyin ṣe meet and greet? Priscilla ẹ̀ fún ara ẹ̀ ṣé ó bá Toyin ṣe meet and greet? A mọ̀ pé ìyá ò lè ṣe torí pé ó ti wà nínú behind the scene. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa sign contract. Tó bá wà nínú movie kan, ò ní lè polówó fún another person. After pé ó wà nínú movie yẹn ṣá, wọ́n máa sign contract. So mi lè blame Iyabo fún yẹn náà. But ọmọ yẹn ṣó wà nínú behind the scene, ọmọ yẹn tiẹ̀ jáde bá ṣe ìpolówó Vasabian tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé Vasabian came from your wedding, this thing. So you have to know people that truly loves you. You should stop parading herself around people too much. I'm not saying you should not be friends because in your and that their industry, she one woman you have to, because they will need one another. To bá fẹ́ ṣe movie one you still need people. So, but still, set boundaries. Iyabo said they had an agreement that don't settle ìjà yẹn, so wọ́n sọ pé ní iṣu kan má gbé wá sí online. Iyabo ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn dáadáa. Ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún. Yes, you put it. They have an agreement that when they have issue, they shouldn't come online to rant. But still, cinema sabotage Toyin's movie, so she needs to come online. Do what she's running here. Also, Toyin go by the agreement, Tony. Also, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé kò yẹ kí Toyin wá síta wá pariwo pé cinema sabotage movie o. Tó fẹ́ ṣé Funke ló fẹ́ lọ bá sọ̀rọ̀ ni, ṣé Funke ló ní cinema ni? Kí ni ti Funke pẹ̀lú cinema? And I keep saying it, all this drama that is going in cinema, Funke gan lè má jẹ́ Funke. But ṣe rí àwọn cinema yẹn gan, àwọn gangan lè ṣù tó ń cause gbogbo rògbòdìyàn yẹn. Àbáwọn fans kan tó ń ṣe kinní kan ló lè jẹ́ àwọn lọ́lọ́ ń patúnú cinema tó ń ṣorí burúkú because they love one person than another. It's unfair, but Toyin has all the right to raise alarm when a movie is being sabotaged. Tí ò bá dẹ̀ raise alarm, kò ní ta nǹkan tó tà ń yé ẹ̀. Last year náà, gbà tó raise alarm náà ló pa 500 million. Tí ò bá raise alarm, they will keep doing that for that lady. It's unfair. You can't ask her not to talk because of one stupid agreement. She does not borrow money from me. Ṣé Iyabo ló yá lówó tó fi produce movie? Bó ti ẹjọ́ òun ló yá lówó, ṣé kò ní sanwó Iyabo padà? Ṣọ́fẹ́ ló fún lówó yẹn ni. So she needs to learn. Èmi fúnra mi gan tí mo wà bí I learn from all this saga. You don't parade yourself too much around people. You set boundaries. So because mo ní láti sọ nìyẹn ni. So you're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
So, anything to say?
It's raining here. So I will have to be shouting if I have to talk. So I'll listen to everybody. When I can talk, I will open my mouth.
Okay, Becky babes. All right, me. How are you? Are you busy? I want to care. Mentioning names, so
everybody's. I just want to. Can you all hear me? Yes, that's something. Okay. So first and foremost, I will want us to all know that either good or bad, all of this noise is to the advantage of the three persons involved. So when you are defending, just remember that all of this is an insight and like an impression on their social media presence. So it's an advantage for the three parties involved. Your sentiments, your emotions, it does not concern the algorithm. It's an advantage for them. They are public figures. And guess what? To everybody that is taking this matter too personal, the moment this matter comes online, it is not your business how we decide to digest it. it is already in the public space, and everybody will talk about it however way they deem fit. You can fan Iyabo, you can fan Funke, you can fan Toyin. As far as this thing is already in the public space, tó bá ṣe wù wá la ṣe máa sọ. Ó tẹ́ ẹ lọ́rùn, bí ó tẹ́ ẹ lọ́rùn, that's your total issue. I don't want to go back to what have been said. Like I don't want to go back to what have been said. All I want to emphasize on personally, because there's nothing I want to say about what Iyabo did, what Funke did, what Toyin did that has not been said since Sunday till today. I'm going to be talking to everybody that is Ganu sí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Lálẹ́ àná, ibi tí mo ti rìn gbèrègbèrè kiri, ebi àtàwa ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ ṣoṣooṣù tá a bá ń ṣàbòsí káàkiri lórí ààbò, afẹ́ kan lẹ́sẹ̀. Èèyàn kan òmùgà tó pé èèyàn kan lágùn alẹ́ torí pé ó ń defend Iyabo. Ṣé Iyabo ló rán yín kẹ́ pé èèyàn lágùn alẹ́? Torí gbogbo wa ń sì ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀, agbọ́rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ sórí báyìí sí amútiwa, àfi sínú tepru paper. This whole thing is, I'm giving it another 4 to 5 days. It will die down. If you like, go and Ganu sọ̀rọ̀ kó fara gbọ́fà, because I don't know why you will call somebody Agunale. This thing is not a, if anybody that was on that live yesterday, and guess what? This person is not even a popular speaker. Ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn kan wà tó bá ti gbé wọn sórí box by ọmọ ń gbàgbé ara wọn. They tend to say what they are not supposed to say.
Wọ́n jà fún sister mi Funke nígbà yẹn kò ṣe Iyabo, ẹ má bínú.
Ma? Kí lẹ rí mà?
Ọ̀rọ̀ sí ní platform yẹn mo wà ń bẹ̀ kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ Iyabo ni wọ́n sọ. That person was fighting, was defending Funke kò ń ṣe Iyabo.
No. Ẹ máa gbọ́. Ṣé mo pé ẹni tó ń ta sí Titan ni? Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ò ní bí ẹ̀rìn bí gbogbo wa ṣe ń sọ iná lọ ṣe ń sọ. Oníkàlẹ̀ ẹni tó mú Funke, ẹni tó mú Iyabo, ẹni tó mú Toyin,
Funke ló fight fún.
So tó bá ti dorí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, there's no fraction in this. Àǹtí ẹni sùúrù. All these 3 parties are involved in all of this. Kò sí pa fẹ́ yọ pé ọ̀kan. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà ló fa ìkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Either Funke ló ń defend o, either Toyin ló ń defend o. What I'm saying is, wherever you are defending, má lọ sórí ibú fara gbọ́fà. This whole Buaha is an advantage to every party involved. It's something that benefits their social media presence. If you don't know, your emotions does not affect this. Like, they can settle in the tweet, like Ale Jilaro Lakari won ko ti hug ara wọn. So tó bá wá hug ara wọn, ṣé wọ́n fẹ́ lọ hug transformer ni? Me, I don't have anything to say about anybody. In tó bá ń wọ kọjọ fílẹ̀ ayé wọn ṣe, guess what? The inner carcass of what actually caused this thing, you people can never know it. Àwọn tó mọ̀ gan ò ní sọ síta. All of
We can't hear you. Okay. Ewatoke. Ewatoke, God's favorite. Do you want to contribute?
any other people.
Ewatoke. God's favorite. I'm on a call. Please keep the conversation going. Becky, are you here?
My Wi-Fi went off. The rain is crazy.
So that's why you see how I'm looking. Bella, show and lay. You ever me keep platform? Very important for culture.
Okay. Antola, you were saying something while I was talking. Please, you can have the floor.
Thank you so much. Yes. You buy me also. You buy a mad do that. Sherry, got the master. Our fans gbà mí sincerely. Àwọn la máa ń dá nǹkan lẹ̀ bí nǹkan tí ó sọ̀rọ̀ sọ àbí ẹ̀mí morúkọ bí àgọ́ tí mo rí. Àwa gangan because kò sí bá a ṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀ ká má kúrò a ní favourite. Ó lẹ́ni kò sí ẹni tó máa wá bí tí ò ní. Àtúbà tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, you will at the end of the day you will get to know that this person is talking in favour of one person. Ìyẹn máa mọ̀ ní ṣáà ni. Ṣé rí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe fẹ́ ṣe ní ìsìn náà nìyẹn ẹ̀bọ̀ mi I will just say it. Ṣé rí kí wọ́n ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí láti jọjọ so mi ní sọ mọ́ ìmọ̀ kàn sọ pé nǹkan tí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní movie premiere yẹn a máa rí pé what happen gangan ṣé rí Ìyábọ̀ gangan ó ní victim nínú ọ̀rọ̀ sincerely ó kàn jẹ́ pé wọ́n kàn mọ́ I don't know ṣá because it has been náà tó yẹ pé wọ́n tẹ̀lé tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ eventually they would drag her náà ni ó ṣe dáadáa they would drag her náà ni dragging na water òun náà ó ti so ẹni tó bá ti mọ̀ pé dragging na ó ti mọ̀ because òun gangan àwọn ẹni tí wọ́n fẹ́ kí tí àgbẹ̀ tó kí ẹni tó fẹ́ kí tó ó mọ̀ ṣèbó mọ ibi tóun ń lọ ó mọ̀ náà ó mọ ibi tóun lọ nígbà tí yàn bá débẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó bá wù kó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ at that time at least wàá ti mọ̀ pé ibi tó lọ because tó bá yẹ pé títí ẹ ibi títí ẹ ni kò ní wùwà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà kò ní wùwà bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ní wù bẹ́ẹ̀ kó jẹ́ pé àwọn olóṣè nǹkan yẹn kí ó wá wà ló kó wá máa kí kó wá gbé ẹnu sọ̀n kò ní wùwà yẹn ẹni tó ní kankan nìsí ó ń gángan ó ń lọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó ń gángan ní victim nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí tó yẹ pé òun náà dẹ̀ ti wá drag and none of especially Funke nìsí kò tí ì jáde láti wá àsìkò kan show pé okay báyìí kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí for whichever way whatever will be but nǹkan èmi fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ní aspect nǹkan tí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó gbé jáde bẹ́ẹ̀mi ṣe understand o bí mo ṣe kà á sí ni pé àwọn nǹkan tó rí yes àwọn nǹkan míì ó lè má necessary okay ò bá ti má sọ àwọn nǹkan kan báyìí but àwọn nǹkan tó rí nígbà táwọn èèyàn ti sọ pé kí ló dé tó ò fi Tóyìn sí èmi rí àwọn kọ́mẹ̀ntì yẹn náà àwọn kọ́mẹ̀ntì yẹn ti ń lọ and she now had to like explain the reason why tí ò ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀. I think that's the reason why she said so. Àti pé àwọn èèyàn ti sọ pé ó mọ̀ ni aṣá ń gbọ́ náà ó sẹ́ẹ̀tì kámẹ́rà ó fẹ́ mọ̀ dráàgì Tóyìn ni ó fẹ́ mọ̀ ṣéèmù ẹ̀ ni ó wá sọ pé ẹ dúró ná I've been a friend to Funke now for a long time. Okay báyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ o a ti parí ẹ̀ mo ti kúnlẹ̀ a dẹ̀ rí pé even lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó parí ẹ̀ yẹn a rí pé a rí àwọn méjèèjì tí wọ́n kíra even gbàgbà tí wọ́n lọ sí London gan ó pe Tóyìn sí fídíò kan wọ́n dẹ̀ wọ́n jọ ṣeré so I think that's the reason why pé eléyìí tó ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí o báyìí ló fà á nǹkan tí bóyá àgbà tí Tóyìn jáde èmi ò rò bóyá ó sọ pé bóyá kí Tóyìn má sọ̀rọ̀ I think that right of kò mí pé kí Tóyìn má sọ̀rọ̀ ó kàn sọ pé fresh one tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí bóyá tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi ṣe báyìí ní kínní nǹkan báyìí ló fà á because mo ti kúnlẹ̀ mo ti bẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ ti parí ẹ̀ náà níwọ̀n yìí a dẹ̀ ti promise ó dẹ̀ ti sọ pé nígbà tí kankan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ o a máa bá ṣe máa sọ́ọ̀tì ààtò gbọ́ nígbà tí ò wá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹni at least ó ṣáà máa dùn kò ṣáà ní silence kò ṣáà ní dákẹ́ ó máa jáde pé ìgbà tí báyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ ní film whatever ó máa jáde máa wá sọ̀rọ̀ náà kò ṣe pé Ìyábọ̀ sọ pé kó má sọ̀rọ̀ Ìyábọ̀ tó láti explain bóyá bó ṣe wá explain yẹn àwọn èèyàn wá tó láti túṣẹ̀ pé kò bá má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ká pé bóyá ó tún sọ̀rọ̀ náà ní favour Tóyìn náà ni àwọn Funke yẹn náà ti sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní mo fi sọ pé fáǹsì yìí na àwọn ló máa bà gbogbo ẹ̀ jẹ́ because they will read meaning to it even though Ìyábọ̀ did not talk bí Ìyábọ̀ ò bá put up right up yẹn they will still read meaning to it that she is not talking. If it's Ìyábọ̀ till now tí ò bá sọ nǹkan kan wọ́n á sì tún rí ìdílé ara ṣe bá ti sọ fún yín náà ẹ rí pé kò sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ rí pé òun ló sẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn Tóyìn ọ̀bù ẹ rí pé òun gangan ló jẹ́ kó máa drag kò sí nǹkan tí yàn bá ṣe tó máa tẹ́yàn lọ they will still drag her. So I think that it has been enough pé òun náà ti wà used to it pé dragging yóò ṣe nǹkan kan bó nǹkan tí mo tún fẹ́ wá sọ nǹkan kan pé òkè àwọn nǹkan kan báyìí okay náà wọ́n tún drag ẹ̀ nísìnyí nǹkan tó ṣe fún Priscilla nǹkan tó ṣe ń gbà Priscilla tó ṣe wedding tí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó bá tún wá jáde lọ́la tó tún bá wá tún ráìtì pé okay ẹni Tóyìn ṣe báyìí ó gbé àwọn míì tún sọ wọ́n ní ó gbéṣu lọ sí Tanzania ó ṣe kinní kan tí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó tún bá wá jáde pé ṣe bí òun tó ṣe because before I can go extra mile for you before I can go kí n tó lè sọ pé I want to go out of my way for you ẹ bí now ẹ jẹ́ ká bí ẹnìkan léèrè pé kí ló ti ṣe fún ẹ mi ò kàn lè sọ pé mo kàn fẹ́ máa go out of my whatever for you no nǹkan kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ just like ẹni tó sọ pé nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tó má bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa sọ tó ní kálukú bá bẹ̀ sọ tiẹ̀ ilẹ̀ akún náà. Now you see because I've been going all this way and dragging ó ṣe nígbà Priscilla ó ṣe kíní kan tí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó tó bá tún wá right up nǹkan pé ẹ sọ pé ó ṣe báyìí fún ọmọ mi ó ṣe báyìí lọ sí Tanzania ó gbé ṣuwá báyìí lèmi ti ṣe náà ìkókó máa ti ṣẹlẹ̀ náà kí tó máa gbó bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ní Priscilla kò yẹ kó ṣe meet and greet bí ò bá ṣe náà mi ò rí nǹkan kan bẹ̀ náà ìgbà tí bí Priscilla gba bọ́ọ̀sì Funke ó gba bọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀ náà pọ̀kọ lọ Ìyábọ̀ kó ọmọ
ó kó gbogbo wọn lọ, ó kó ọkọ ọmọ ló lọ, kékeré yẹn nìkan nù ọ̀hún lọ, ká tó bí ó ti dàgbà wọ́n máa fà á dání. Wọ́n fà á dání, wọ́n gbé lọ náà. So ká bá ń ṣe, ó yẹ kí wọ́n máa jẹ́ kí ókè ká máa fì sẹ́yìn. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà kàn drag, doesn't mean pé Toyin náà kò síbi tó ṣe pé kinní. The thing is just too much. Alábòsí ni, aláṣẹ gbogbo ẹ̀. Gbogbo tó bá tún rí ní, tó bá tún update nísìn, they will still talk. But I just pray for peace, ṣá. I pray. Bí peace ò bá dẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀, kó ní kálukú wà nílé ni. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa pa ìfẹ́ yẹn kan. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa kú fẹ́yàn kan. If every one of them wants to be on their lane, they will be doing well and they will be doing good. So pé ó ń kúnlẹ̀ ṣoṣooṣo, ó ló fi ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹni tí ò dẹ̀ kúnlẹ̀ náà, do you know what is going on? Do you know ẹbí náà tó ń kúnlẹ̀ náà? Yes, ó lè jẹ́ pé bí ó respect ni, ó jẹ́ ọmọ tó dáa. But at the same time náà, ìkúnlẹ̀ náà kò kì í ṣe, I'm not saying he's good o, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá ó dáa. But ẹni tí ò bá kúnlẹ̀ náà, yóò mí ìpẹ́ni náà kò ń ṣe ẹni tó dáa. Kò dẹ̀ ṣe pé bí a pé òun náà kò ní respect. But at the end of the day, kò sí máa fi parẹ́ ni pé Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kálàáfíà kó jọba. So thank you.
Thank you for the contribution. Please, who else want to speak? Omodi.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, my own point is very simple. Just a question for Funke's fans. As in, why is it that this period, this return of Arizona Jadi, ní April 3rd, why is it that Igbaye Gogoni behind the scene fẹ́ jáde ní April 3rd and she keeps on advertising it on her page? Because you people are not seeing those things tó ń ṣe lórí platform. Like, is that really normal? Is that how to support your friend? To me, because I saw it yesterday and I was like, God, what is this? Are you telling people to stay home and watch it on Netflix without going out for what's it called, Return of Arizo Lojo Friday? Because I don't really understand what is going on. Whatever that happened that day, to bá jẹ́ premiere Funke ni, kò ní ignore Toyin, and whatever Iyabo put on to the platform, I'm not going to say much about it because only my bino, only few people should pour out. But my problem now is, why is this whole thing about behind the scene now? Why is it not Return of Arizo? That is the point. So you can't tell me more, because now I just want to plead all the bloggers. Please, whenever you are saying anything you want to say on your platform, please let's promote Return of Arizo. Ejo. Let people now know that Return of Arizo is coming on Friday. On Saturday, come born with it. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ Funke àti Toyin, because tó bá di December àti wọ́n máa gbé movie ní síta. Mo rí tí Toyin put on kìíní kan sórí platform ẹ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí. Date tó yẹ kí movie kan tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó yẹ kó jáde, ó ti change date yẹn sí on the 7th, because èèyàn tó ní làákàyè ló máa ṣe nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn. Ó fi pé àkíní tóun ò bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, ó máa affect ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó tí movie wọn máa jáde lọ́jọ́ Friday. And let's be realistic, Ọlọ́run, Funke greedy o. Èmi ò kí anybody tó bá láì Funke àpò tí wọ́n nìyẹn. Funke greedy, ẹ gbàgbé. She's very greedy, because báwo ló ṣe máa wà nínú movie tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ọjọ́ Friday kìíní yẹn máa jáde? You are not even advertising for the movie anymore. Ó ń pariwo behind the scene. To me, I just feel like there's something behind it, because kò yé mi mọ́. I don't really understand. Iyabo, Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú ẹ o. That's my own point o, because èmi ṣe máa ń ronú ti tèmi ó yàtọ̀, because gbogbo ìjà kan ń jà yìí kọ́ ló máa sort issue yẹn. Same thing tí mo fi ń pé Toyin pariwo lé lórí pọ́n ṣe fún òun tó fi ń bọ̀ ta, òun ló fẹ́ máa ṣe fún Iyabo sí dem. Bí á later Iyabo máa realize pé ó ṣe jẹ́ time tí movie mi fẹ́ jáde ló ń pariwo movie títí ó ti pa billions lórí náà. Kò ṣe ní sùúrù jẹ́ kí n kọ́wọ̀n èèyàn tẹ̀ wá wo movie mi náà. Ṣé òun sọ fún wọn pé kán jòkó lé kán lọ máa wo behind the scene lórí Netflix ni? To me, that's the meaning. Torí tó bá ń bá mi ṣọ̀rẹ́, tó bá ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn sí mi, máa yẹra fún ẹ. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution. Please, who else wants to come up and talk?
Hey, Jamani Suruka to my past narration. Ṣáwọn faves wá lè manipulate Netflix. Netflix can give 30 people the same dates. It's not an African thing. Kò ṣe Nollywood o. Kò ṣe youth. It's okay.
I understand that part, but must she advertise it now? She can hold on for the main.
She has a movie that is coming on net. Why can't we just be human? So go abandon business today. Don't come up. Go be Tenele Sorry. Tell me how that is even friendship, because you don't know yourself if you are doing that.
I'm not going to argue about that. If whatever, I'm not going to argue about that. But I just feel like anyway, I don't want to say more than that.
Nobody hates anybody here. I'm just saying let us be reasonable. If I have the same day as a movie that is coming out, because we are friends, I should abandon my own and push for you because you feed my children or you pay my bills. Nobody hates anybody right now.
Please, your turn. Yoruba Dunlede. Oh, yeah, you're done now.
I only came up to moderate, but because in actual fact, I don't want to say anything that about this I don't want to say anything. Let me just say something about the sabotage of cinema movie parts. From what I know that I have witnessed in the past, with no cinema to the film Toyin àti Funke jáde sásìkò kan náà. In actual fact, I was there to watch both movies. Getting there, because one movie came before another, as in the movie time, they were like persuading that, okay, go and watch the one to the also found okay, let's say it is Funke's movie, the movie. It was Toyin's movie time, join. So the cinema people were like persuading other people, like color film to the time who are presently maybe that movie was supposed to air for like 3 p.m. but the other one will air by 7 p.m. So they will be like, so they pick 7 p.m. No mama persuade you pick 3 p.m. Because I believe many people mark on lolly one you walk in order that come out the one will not she man she then see witnesses several times. So me feel we one of the owner of the movies, not to lose some movie lágbájá kọ́ máa wò tèmi ní kẹjẹ kan wò.
Yoruba Dunlede, Toyin never said that though. Toyin never said that. Toyin just said people are complaining that táwọn bá fẹ́ wo kíní kan wọ́n persuade àwọn káwọn lọ.
Ẹni sọ pé Toyin sọ pé wọ́n ní ebi Fúnkẹ́ ní kó máa wo múfì òun. Èmi kàn ń sọ ni pé perspective táwọn èèyàn fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ ni mò ń respond sí. TNM, àwọn èèyàn ti sọ a lot kan nípa this part of this sabotage part. Àwa tá a bá dẹ̀ ti lọ wo múfì rí. Tẹ́ bá wà Nàìjíríà tẹ́ ń wo tẹ́ ń lọ cinema regularly. Ẹ máa mọ̀ pé àwọn tó ń bá wọn ta kíní ní cinema àwọn ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. Ní nǹkan tẹ́mi try láti clear. This is the reason tí mo ṣe fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí because I don't want anybody kan mú mi sẹ́nu àbí kan mú mi sọ̀rọ̀. Nǹkan tí mo ti witness òun lè ní sọ. Ipe movie gbogbo wọn even èyí tí ò ń ṣe movie Fúnkẹ́ tí ò ń ṣe movie Toyin tó jẹ́ pé ó jáde sásìkò kan náà bóyá bí irú movie Ọdún Adékọ́lá Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀ tó bá jọ pàdé ní tẹ́ bá pàdé ní movie house tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ wò èyí tó bá wà ní time ẹ bá wà presently lọ́wọ́ máa bẹ̀yìn pé kẹ́ ẹ wò nǹkan tí èmi try láti sọ pé wọ́n máa bẹ̀yìn pé kẹ́ ẹ wò ní àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń bá wọn ta kíní ní cinema house àwọn ló máa ń ṣe kíní yẹn. So that's just the experience I have had and Timothy very clear. So that I will normally understand the part of this sabotage part. You got to very clear. The experience them is in Nini. So I don't know if anybody else wants to come up and talk. Or your friend to me send request, please. Or I'll send
your request will not go if you are not following me. You have to be following me for you to be able to send a request.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're not following me, you can't send a request. You can't. Go boy there by phone call you there too. We will drop it. Anyway,
Mo ti share lives everybody. And I will have to be shouting if I want to continue to talk. This place, the rain is really a lot.
I'm not pouring, but it's not like it's bad.
Oh, you can hear it?
Oh, you're fine. For me, let me bring you up. Hold on. Okay, I've just sent you a request. Just accept it. You should be able to come up. And Bobo, not so much. It's not so bad.
Oh, okay. That's why I was offering my mind.
Okay, Makaya, you're going to
She's here.
Oh, you're fine. If you're struggling to send a request, let me know. I'll bring you up.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, me, first time tí màá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì lélẹ̀. But in mind ẹ mọ̀, ọ̀tọ̀ ni opinion ti tànùkù, ṣe understand. Opinion ti tèmi, ó lè yàtọ̀ sí tẹlòmíì. Nǹkan tí ọmọ ó di sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan is true. Because gbogbo nǹkan tí mo rí látàárọ̀ ní Instagram ní kìíní, I swear to God, behind the scene gbogbo nǹkan tí mo bí ti ẹ̀ rí àrízó kankan mi ti ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé fíìmù kan tiẹ̀ tí ó bá ṣe pé báyà ìjà tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn fi mọ̀ pé àrízó fẹ́ jáde lọ́la. Mi ò rí báyà anybody ń promote mi rí anything for real. Lóòótọ́ everybody wọn ló wà òkè náà ṣe nǹkan tó dáa, ṣe understand. But at least téèyàn bá wà nù fíìmù, ó tẹ kó ti ṣe mọ̀ tí ó bá tẹ̀ ṣe ń promote fíìmù ẹ̀ lóòótọ́ tó ń promote fíìmù ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe pé behind the scene máa jáde lọ́la ó máa ṣe àwọn ọjọ́ wa nù fíìmù ni. So a lè sọ pé yàtọ̀ rí ìjà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ọ́ ìjà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kan because lánàá nígbà tí mo lọ sí platform kan lánàá mo ní issue mi mọ reason tí bá follow èèyàn kò ní follow so mo try láti follow mo mi àrùnfẹ́ gan sí but mi mọ̀ ń padà ṣe understand ń padà so mo try láti fẹ́ go òkè lánàá but network mi tiẹ̀ wọn padà bring me up pé iṣẹ́ gbogbo ìjà tí gbogbo akànjà yìí gbogbo àwọn celebrity wọn rí wa like èèyàn kan stress gbogbo wọn ló ń polówó fíìmù wọn each person wọn bí nǹkan tí ọmọ bíi àbí mi morúkọ wọn tó wá sókè sí tán sọ pé fíìmù Tóyìn èmi ló yẹ kó jáde but ó ní láti postpone ẹ pé di on the 7th ṣe understand so nísìnyí báyìí fíìmù Iyabo Òjó wọn máa jáde lọ́la fíìmù Funke Akindele òun náà máa jáde lọ́la òótọ́ àwọn èèyàn lè má jáde lọ́la náà kọ́tà ọkọ̀ àwọn tí ó bá ti lọ wo sinimá kọ́ lọ wò yẹn náà kọ́ wò lórí Netflix pé àwọn tiẹ̀ máa létà àwọn máa lọ wò bọ̀ ṣe àmọ́ pé tí táìmù tí fíìmù bá kọ́ jáde táìmù yẹn ni àwọn èèyàn máa ń wò pé ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo kíní ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo kíní tí ò bá ti rí téèyàn ò bá ti promote film anybody ò ní fẹ́ wò pé wo àwọn èèyàn ò promote ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn ò jáde wọn ò ṣe ẹ understand for my own opinion because gbogbo wọn favourite mi ò bí wọ́n ṣe ń jà gan mi ò mọ ibi tí mo fẹ́ dúró sí ṣọ́dọ̀ Iyabo Òjó ní kí dúró sí ní ọ̀dọ̀ Funke ọ̀dọ̀ Toyin mi ò mọ ibi tí wọ́n behind the scene bá jáde lọ máa wò tí Toyin tó fẹ́ jáde máa wò tí Iyabo Òjó máa wò nǹkan tó kàn bá fún mi ni pé at least àti ẹ̀rí promotion kankan tó jẹ́ ti yà àárí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà sì ń fa ọ̀tì náà ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà sì ń fa ọ̀tì náà àti ẹ̀rí promotion àrí but at least ẹ̀mọ̀ Funke tí ẹ̀ ṣe ń promote ẹ̀ mọ̀ òun àwọn òkú kí ẹ̀ pa anybody òun ṣe ń promote bọ̀ ṣẹ́rí ti àrísọ yẹn àárí ẹni tí ń ta ìjà nìkan la kàn ń gbọ́ ìjà nìkan la kàn ń gbọ́ so for my opinion kò ṣe Funke nìkan ni artist tó wà ní ìta ṣe understand but ẹ mọ̀ wọ́n máa wò pé best friend òótọ́ àlè sọ pé bóyá torí ó jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ pé kóun máa polówó fíìmù ṣe mọ̀ táìmù tí Tóyìn jáde ní December náà tọ́nú sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe mọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀gbọ́n ń wọnú ara wọn ni for real kíní ó wọnú ara wọn sọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní àtóyìn ọ̀hún bá kíní rí ni kíní kan ṣe gbá meanwhile kò dárúkọ kò dárúkọ everybody náà ń tara ajé ni owó everybody fi ya fíìmù irun sì àbí tó fẹ́ jáde tí kíní náà òun náà fẹ́ jáde so bí mọ ẹ wò ọlọ́wà bẹ everybody yanjú ẹ because no mi tiẹ̀ expect pé gbogbo àwọn nǹkan báyìí ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ for real.
Eshe, thank you for your submission. Thank you for your submission, Oriofe. Where is everybody? Any it's more already important phone call. Any jacking back phone call, it's more already. Eh? Any it's money everybody, that's it, test it. Oja tabako, taban jazz, sikini. And Iri Becky, coordinates you. Today that I'm on the phone, you're not coordinating. Kusiwala. Posh creation. Posh creative.
Good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon, everybody. Ekason. So I'm not going to mean sorrow.
Mystical, them are okay. Show
try that is your one cause it is not good to be biased, sincerely.
Mama send the question.
One thing, see, everybody can understand in a way. How many individual differences? Lost the same school of thoughts. It is not possible. Even anything won't be Tiakono at Babakono be one go. You won't ever rebakono. So we should stop comparing Now, talking about movie sabotage. This thing is just the cinema issue. I want cinema there. I want to offer $1,000 money. Nígbà tán bá fún wọn ní 100 tickets for like 2 movies. Tí wọ́n bá ti ta ticket ẹyọ kan tán, èrò ṣì wà nílẹ̀ bọ̀ ticket tó ti tán ni gbogbo wọn fẹ́ rà. It is just normal for them to market. Ká ẹjọ́ ẹ ra eléyìí náà, ẹ wo eléyìí náà dẹ̀ dùn o. Ẹ wo eléyìí náà. Bóyá ìyẹn dẹ̀ rí ó lè jẹ́ ọ̀la ni wọ́n tún tó máa ní. Instead of losing customers or something, at least àwọn tó bá wà ńbẹ̀ yẹn tó bá lè persuade wọn. Àwọn yẹn náà máa rà ticket wọn náà máa kúrò ńlẹ̀. And gbogbo wa la mọ̀ bọ́rọ̀ marketing ṣe gbogbo àwọn tó ń ta ticket yẹn ó lè jórí commission gan ni wọ́n gbẹ́ lómi sí pé tó bá ta iye ticket báyìí o ò ní rí iye owó báyìí or something. So most people they go extra mile just for them to sell these tickets. It does not mean pé bóyá ẹnìkan ló lọ sabotage or ẹnìkan ni kò sabotage, because I've been moving from different platforms and I've been seeing people's comments. Àwọn kan sọ pé mo fẹ́ ra eléyìí náà tà fún mi. Some people are also coming out that eléyìí mi náà fẹ́ ra eléyìí ni wọ́n tà fún mi. So lè sọ pé bóyá àwọn méjèèjì ni wọ́n lọ ń sabotage ara wọn. It might actually be the cinema issue or something. Then someone was talking about she should be promoting the Kinika. Nínú movie yẹn, I'm very sure pé kò possible kò jẹ́ pé èèyàn kan bóyá Funke nìkan péré ló wà nínú movie yẹn. No, there are other people in that movie also. If Funke is now promoting her own movie, which they said is coming out tomorrow, because I don't know, why are the others not promoting it? In this life, I feel you should carry your own market, carry your big gala. You should not like Funke now. Any line I do know what not sorry kini bóyá kò tí meet up target. Okay, tí cinema bá working mo jẹ́ ń gbé lọ sí Netflix. And Netflix ló ń fún yàn date kò kí ń ṣe Naija tó jẹ́ ìwọ fún rẹ ni wàá ṣe kíni àwọn náà máa fún ẹ ní date tó bá dẹ̀ ti gbà ìwọ ló dẹ̀ mú yẹn. Kò lè change date yẹn, and that one is the and cinema fíìmù tiẹ̀ náà tó ń bọ̀ wá sí Netflix ó ní láti and tó ti ń polówó kíní yìí àti last year mà ní. So ó yà mí lẹ́nu everybody ní wọ́n ṣe ń rí behind the scene tó pọ̀ káàkiri. Tó bá jẹ́ pé òun nìkan ló ń polówó, ṣé any other person bá polówó BTS? No other, kò sí any other person tó ń polówó BTS. So tóun nìkan bá ń dá polówó BTS tó dẹ̀ ń go tó ń lọ báyìí tó yẹ pé òun nìkan lè ń rí ní FYP tẹ́ ń rí káàkiri. Why is it that every other person tó kù tó wà nínú movie yẹn, they are not promoting that other movie? Why should we move the blame? Sorry, wípé torí polówó fíìmù títí ẹ̀ lè ṣe rí ìkan lórí FYP. Téèyàn kan péré bá the way bí algorithm ṣe ń work, tí èrò tó pọ̀ tó bá ṣe post ẹ̀ sí ni. You can post, even tẹ́ ẹ ṣe sínú fíìmù, you can post it, I can post it. Anybody tó bá wù ló lè post here. If she's not doing it, every other person should do it. Why are they making Kole go viral? Why should it be our own responsibility? The person that owns the film, how often is she posting it? Ẹ má jẹ́ ká torí pé I like ẹnìkan ká lè wá di gbogbo ẹrù ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbogbo àtẹ́lẹ̀ tó ṣe àtẹ́lẹ̀ tí ò ṣe. Kò sí anybody tó perfect. nobody kò sẹ́nibody tó perfect ó máa níbi tó kù sí bọ́ àdẹ̀ lè wá sọ pé torí pé ó níbi tó kù sí gbogbo imperfections yìí a máa fi wá erase gbogbo àwọn eléyìí tó ṣe náà tí ó dáa a máa di eléyìí tí ó ṣe kìíní lé lórí. That's just my own talking o.
Thank you so much, Posh Creatives. Ewatoke, do you want to say something? Good morning, everybody. Ewatoke, are you there? Do you want to say something? Do you want to contribute? Also, Ekaram.
Ekaram, sir. I want to quickly contribute something. Have you guys noticed? You guys are saying she's not. Can you hear me? Someone is talking. Hello?
You're breaking up, MME, you're breaking up. No, she's the one talking. Her network is very bad.
Please, your network is bad.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe because of the airport I use. So, me, I did not have anything with our fans. They go. I want to bring out matter. I want that they to cause issue. Dragging Sarah. If they are not friends, doesn't mean they should not produce their movie or anything. There are different ways to go around themselves. Like everybody they should go to Bawo. Which so didn't affect any partner. Okay, this one is affecting my own or anything. So the dragging of it, and I want to also say, Funke not promotes the movie. Everybody can promote their own movie at different time because business is kaluko toto. As kogi kaluko then she see toto. And behind this, Funke so he cooking she cinema, Netflix ni. Even a young wo cinema to ko pada lórí Netflix. Omi ò rí bí tí nǹkan ti tako ara wọn tó ti tàsí ara wọn just because you like someone for another fighting for it. Àwọn people tá à ń sọ yìí náà tó bá ta fíìmù wọn tó bá ṣe kínní èló náà fẹ́ fún yàn bìbẹ̀. So just the dragging the everything mi ò rò pé necessary tó bá yẹ. So that's my own.
Thank you so much, Ewatoke. I think there's something we're forgetting. She didn't say you know one movie. Anything when she drag in I didn't pay for bound promote. Anyone there, any is in this thing right now. And I think any is one of the lead actors in that movie. Anything when she drag in pay kini this idea see Funke play lead roles. Like I don't understand.
Yale Lizzie and Jory. Mélòó ló ti post content parí so. Yes, now. But this one is not to even like it's not like to shade anybody right now. Boni baba ṣe pé gbá ẹ lọ ṣe máa bá pé. Owó dẹ kí n fowó lọ́rùn. Ibi táwa yìí at least ìlú òyìnbó 50 movies wà nínú cinema. Mélòó ni gbogbo wọn? How many movies do they have in the cinema tó gún wá dé? Tó bá di pé gbogbo wọn wá ní cinema movies kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Àwọn ọkùnrin dẹ̀ ní cinema movies wọ́n máa tún bára wọn promote àwọn obìnrin náà ni. Jagunjagun wà ní movies nígbà kan náà. Agẹṣikọ́lé wà ní movies nígbà kan. Ibrahim Chatta àbí kí ló kọ fíìmù ẹlẹ́bùrú òwúrọ̀ àbí what's that movie? There were times when the men had
all they
and they did it and there was no drama.
Yeah.
I don't know what's dramatic thing in our. I think it's a genetic thing. Tí kò bá tí ìdìbò kì í settle right. And this particular case, wàláì, our fans gangan là ń pọ́n tó epo àti iyọ̀ sí. Àwa gangan là ń pọ́n epo iyọ̀ là ń finá sí ìdí. Àwa gan ni. We are the problem. Because narrative tí ò tiẹ̀ make sense lẹ́nu mi kò mọ̀ máa push. Ṣé lè rí bọ́ọ̀sì burúkú tó ń gbá àwọn èèyàn wá yìí ó máa ń jẹ́ kẹ́lòmíì ṣìṣe tó bá ti gbẹ́lòmíì wá sí bọ́ọ̀sì tó ń rí 200 people 400 people wọ́n ń gbọ́ ohun tó ń tọrọ báyìí.
Mo já sí láìfù kan lánàá ẹ̀rù bá mi
mo kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ mo lọ sùn mo ní kí ló dé Toyin Titan fans kí ló dé èpè yìí pọ̀.
GMK ẹ má tí ì lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn o ẹ má lọ́bẹ̀ rárá ẹ má porúkọ pé bìkan èpè pọ̀ kò síbi tépè òpọ̀ nínú tó wà lẹ́yìn.
Really?
Kò sí kankan. And reality is àwọn tẹ̀ ń ṣe burú tẹ̀ ń ṣe gbàràgbòrò fún yìí. Do they know you personally? Ṣó lè gbé ìyá ẹ̀ ń sìn kó wá mú ẹ lé kó wá gbà ẹ lẹ̀? Ṣó lè gbé ẹ̀ ń sìn kó wá gbà ẹ lẹ̀? These people, you can wake up tomorrow morning and the internet is blowing up with their videos hugging and saying, oh, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen again. Please, where will your face be? Okay, kó tiẹ̀ sọ fún wa lọ́la pé gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe is
Yes, okay, me real. I no see you.
That one bad yesterday. Kọ́kọ́ sọ fún wa láàárọ̀ là ń pé stunt ni nǹkan táwọn ṣe yẹn o. I'm sorry to the public for throwing our emotions in the air and all that. What will you do? What will you just do? Some people are losing friends in the midst of this drama. Okay, àwọn tó ṣe ń ká mi lára fún ni irú èmi báyìí ṣe yìí. Ilé ẹ̀fọ́. Ó bá sábì àti tiwa lélẹ́yìí o. Ó bá sábì àti tiwa.
Ṣé Paris ni? Mo wà ní Paris ni.
Àbí Paris náà.
Ó dàbí pé wọ́n vacation ní na sister wà láì.
Yes, no.
Ẹgbẹ́ mi wà lóòbọ̀.
And Becky. Yeah. W Becky the fucking shot. Oh my God.
I will join. All right,
no problem. All right, no problem.
Oh my God. Oh, my sister. Ẹlòmíì á tún gbé business account ẹ lọ sókè lọ máa fi ṣépè fún favour àwọn èèyàn kan. Oh, my pé cancel culture nìyẹn. Cancel culture. Wàá lọ as a business account, wàá lọ máa béèyàn kan bú èèyàn kan. O ò ní ra maintain steez yẹn bẹ̀. Wàá gbọ́ tí Titan máa sọ pé ẹlòmíì máa ní service ẹ̀ ibi tó ti ń ṣìṣọ́ ẹ̀ náà lọ ti máa cancel ẹ̀. No, aṣáánu gbogbo wa.
MME, are you there? MME, hey, are you there?
Talking, sorry.
All right.
You know, also saw most of everything I want to say. But one thing I want to point out to the audience is that I think this particular scene, as in this particular thing, was actually allowed, intentionally or unintentionally. Because gbogbo yín sọ pé kò polówó fíìmù. Kí lẹ ti ń sọ látàárọ̀? Ṣé àrísò kan lẹ ti ń sọ látàárọ̀? In fact, as a matter of fact, but he won and to jáde gan self. To tell you the truth, me ò. But because of this whole fighting everything, I was tempted to say, fíìmù àrísò Igbo mo ti lè wò. That I want to watch the one and two. Even before these three. So I think it will be everybody's amazement. If we talk about cinema lola, that film will blow. So this whole thing, it was created intentionally or unintentionally. It was allowed. With the whole scenario gone self. This thing, it was allowed intentionally or unintentionally. It was even intentionally constructed even self. And I stand to be corrected anyway. It was intentionally as in constructed because everybody are consorting. At the end of the day, it boils down to this arito. And then it only film gone self. So that's just my 2 cents. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mommy Coffee, Miss Coffee, are you there? Guys, please, let's power tap and send your hearts to me. Joy, power tap. Tapping you logo, Joy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Can they send hearts to me?
Good afternoon, everyone. So I want to talk about the 3 people involved, and if I keep going, understand the pay. It's a tomac bisita. Only nǹkan táwọn èèyàn máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Àwọn tí wọ́n bá bí a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí sí anybody lè expect pé kí Lizzy kó polówó fún Iyabo because obviously wọ́n ti jọ gbéra wọn sí pé ọ̀tá làwọn. Now pẹ́sọ̀rọ̀ láti ọjọ́ tí wọ́n ṣe premiere movie yìí because torí pé èèyàn jẹ́ favourite wa unfortunately favourite everybody ni àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tó wà involved torí pé èèyàn jẹ́ favourite wa kò ní ká má lè point out àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹni tó bá lè wáta ní December tó kúnlẹ̀ tó bí ayé the way in our faces ẹ má gbàgbé pé wọ́n ṣe wà ní faces wa yẹn mi mọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ wá lábúròdù wà wá ta wà ní Nàìjíríà owó wa la fi ń ra data ìtorí ẹ̀ náà fi ní viral views tá a bá ra data anybody ò sí online bóyá 1 million views tán rí yẹn wọ̀n ní rí that's number one for every 3 billion they get to 1 billion gross nínú kòsíkòsí àwọn tálíkà Nàìjíríà àwọn fans 11,000 naira wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀ tó fi mí kọ̀ọ̀kọ̀ bílíọ̀nù yìí so kò possible kírú àwọn important issue báyìí tí ẹ wá gbé síta to the face of the public kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ because one way or the other they have invested their money and they have invested their time in your craft. Kò ń ṣe Funke nìkan ló mọ fíìmù ṣe kò ń ṣe Toyin nìkan ló mọ fíìmù ṣe kò ń ṣe Iyabo nìkan ló mọ fíìmù ṣe kó máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé ayé ń gbọ́ àwọn wọ́n ń lùlù ayé ń jó sí àwọn èèyàn kan ti rí ìrìn táwọn èèyàn tiẹ̀ fẹ́ gbórúkọ wọn mọ́ kí ni mo fẹ́ fàyọ ni pé ọjọ́ tí wọ́n ṣe premiere yẹn ṣé tó onílùú ò ní fẹ́ kí ìlú òun tú láéláé ṣé tó bá jẹ́ pé àǹtí Funke ló ń ṣe nǹkan lọ́jọ́ yẹn ṣé wọ́n máa kàyàn kan lábùkù public in such a way that àwọn èèyàn máa fi tọ́pìkì movie yẹn lẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn máa fi tọ́pìkì àwọn báwọn èèyàn ṣe múra lọ́jọ́ yẹn lẹ̀ wọ́n máa fi tọ́pìkì discussion the entire program wọ́n máa sílẹ̀ wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ ọjà onílùú ò ní fẹ́ kí ìlú òun tú náà ìgbà tó bá kú kò sí anybody tó ní ibi tí kò kù sí òkú dẹ̀ sí anybody tó pé tán ìgbà tó bá di nǹkan oníkálukú máa mọ̀ nǹkan ẹ̀ tó ṣé tó bá yẹ pé àwọn náà ni múfì tó fẹ́ jáde ṣé wọ́n máa wùwà tó lè draw attention mọ̀ pé irú yín A-level lẹ́wà tó máa ń dárúkọ àwọn onífíìmù ní Áfíríkà lénìí mi ò rò pé wọ́n lè pè yẹn mẹ́ta kan tó pé àwọn tá à ń sọ yìí àwọn tó wà involved yìí Funke Iyabo Toyin now kò sí bí kámẹ́rà ó ṣe catch action or reaction yín tí kò ní go viral àwọn èèyàn tèmi àti yín ta ṣe wà nígbà yìí níta bá búra wa tànà kódà àwọn èèyàn lè má gbọ́ ó lè má trend ọmọ favour tó sọ pé òun fẹ́ fọlọ́pàá gbé mọ́mí rẹ̀ ní Àgídìgbò èèyàn mélòó ló gbọ́ sí because kò ń ṣe celebrity bọ̀ ẹ̀yin mọ̀ pé kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ bá ṣe you influence people kódà àwọn ọmọ yìí àwọn ọmọ tó ń pera wọn ní influencer yìí gan wọn yìí influence tó ẹ̀yin tí Funke bá gbé irú bàtà kan jáde ń sìnkà yín ìyẹn já máa wọ bàtà yìí bàtà bá fi ṣẹ́jú lajú ibi tó ti ń ta bàtà yẹn máa sold out níbi tí influence yín lágbára dé and inú nǹkan tẹ́ ń pè ní influence yín náà power àwa fans náà ni so I expect some level of decorum àbí báwo ni màá yẹ sọ láti ọ̀dọ̀ yín now everybody kò sẹ́nibody tó really mọ what really happened behind kó tó faru reaction yẹn níta wọ́n tá bá pèèyàn ní kínní ó tó bá ju ìyàwó dì ó yẹ kó lè gbádìí ẹ̀ tí Tinubu bá ní kó ń wo reaction bí àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ṣe ń bu lórí social media kò ní wá ta wá máa address wa mọ́ náà kò ní wá téèyàn bá wà ní certain position kan àwọn ẹ̀gbin kan wà tó jẹ́ pé kò ṣe pé torí pé personally ò ní wèrè lórí but torí ọlá position tó wà torí ẹ̀ ló ṣe fẹ́ kọ ẹ̀gbin yẹn so that ò ní send the wrong signal síta èyí tí mo fẹ́ sọ ń pa sí Funke nìyẹn now àti Toyin the truth is nígbà míì wà tó jẹ́ pé èèyàn máa téèyàn bá súnmọ́yàn nígbà méjì wàá fà sẹ́yìn kúrò lórí ẹnìyẹn nígbà mẹ́fà not because èèyàn burúkú ni ẹ́ àbóhùn nǹkan tó ń ṣe bọ̀ ṣé rí nǹkan tó ń pè ní sí finish yẹn kò sí nǹkan tí ò lè cause àti Toyin ń ṣe ọmọdé onífíìmù ó dẹ̀ ń ṣe pé bóyá ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ò yé àtayédáyé náà lèèyàn kan máa ti sí ní ọ̀yàn kan bọ́ Ọlọ́run náà ò gbé òun náà pamọ́ bọ̀ mo kàn fi pé wọ́n identify the level táwọn wà wọ́n identify ẹ̀ tó òun ní gbogbo wọ̀ṣọ́ṣọ́ yẹn kódà àwọn tí ò ní level tó wọn gan wọn wọ̀ṣọ́ṣọ́ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn because ká má parọ́ torí pé jáde tó yin lẹ́gbìn yẹn fi pọ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o ṣe rédíò giant everybody ń comment pé ṣé wọ́n lè ṣeré ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Wùmí Toríọlá ṣé wọ́n lè ṣeré ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Wùmí ṣé tó bá ń rètí Tóyìn ṣé wọ́n fẹ́ rètí Wùmí àti Tóyìn papọ̀ ni but people are still saying it.
Sakafi pé Wùmí Toríọlá kò ní lọ síbẹ̀ láti lọ kí Funke Akindele kan tó sì mọ̀ pé àwọn ò vibe. Wùmí Toríọlá kò ní lọ síbi bẹ́ẹ̀ láti lọ kí nǹkan tó mi jà láti sọ fún yín ní pé
mo ti sọ mo ní kí wọn ọdá sàtúrú ẹ̀ lọ́tọ́ fi ń ṣe wọ̀ṣọ́ṣọ́ ìtumọ̀ wọ̀ṣọ́ṣọ́ náà nìyẹn bí kí èèyàn má ṣe wọ̀ṣọ́ṣọ́ tí ò bá ṣe wọ̀ṣọ́ṣọ́ ni kò ní wọn nìkan la bùkù a máa sọ náà ni a máa jókòó ẹ̀ náà la máa parí ẹ̀ pé ó snob kíní kò snob kíní ẹnu náà fi ń sọ ìdí náà máa fi jókòó ẹ̀ oníkálukú dẹ̀ kọjú síwájú náà ṣe rí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ múfì yìí àti Iyabo ṣe mistake ńláńlá kan
Káfí
ṣe nígbà míì wà especially tọ́rọ̀ bá ti involve.
Káfí no please let her finish her submission please don't interrupt her please I beg you please I'm so sorry let her finish her submission.
ṣe rí àti Iyabo ṣe mistake kan thank you ṣe rí àti Iyabo ṣe mistake kan lórí ọ̀rọ̀ múfì yìí mi dẹ̀ máa address ẹ̀ ṣe rí nígbà míì wà tí ìjà bá ti involve level wealth women you have to be careful wàláì tàláì ṣe rí ká ní pé àwọn ọkùnrin bíi giant of Africa mẹ́ta náà jọ ń jà náà wá jọ wà involved nínú movie báyìí wàhálà àwọn ọkùnrin wọn ń pẹ́ let's go ọ̀rọ̀ ó ṣe rí obìnrin number one a difficult leader ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì owó lágbára gan owó máa ń tìyàn gbọ̀ngbọ̀ngbọ̀n ni ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta level àti Iyabo tó ti bọ̀ káwọn ti play role àwọn yẹn wọn bá sì máa try láti kó àwọn igi wọ́rọ́kọ̀ yìí papọ̀ nítorí business tààrà títí wọn so that ẹni tó ń ru epo sórí kò ní ta epo sálà wọn. Now Iyabo has good intention behind whatever it is that she has done or she does not have good intention. Àwọn èèyàn ti wá ọ̀nà àti lọ Iyabo mọ́ inú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí báyìí even if she is not involved. I don't totally support her talk up, but in between that write up you can see that nínú write up yẹn I have tried my best to wà nínú ẹ̀ ó hàn pé mo ti ṣe ti tèmi àgbàlagbà àwọn people yìí they are adults mi lè fún wọn lọ́rùn ju bí mo ṣe fún wọn lọ́rùn lọ. And ọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ movie ní cinema tó bá dé cinema tó bá fẹ́ wo movie kan tó bá pé movie yẹn bóyá ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ sold out tán lóde the next time tó máa sell movie yẹn ṣe another 3-4 hours cinema people will definitely pitch you láti wo èyí tó wà available kò bá má jọ mọ́ ní tó wá ṣe. Nínú lága fún rẹ̀ ìmọ̀ náà dárí jì mí o ó wá lè jẹ́ pé nǹkan yẹn àti Tóyìn gbọ́ sódì àmọ́ kò sẹ́ni tá a máa nà tí ò ní tara owó ni gbogbo kálukú fìyà fìmẹ̀. And of course ìgbà tó ti ń di pé òun jáde ẹlòmíì náà jáde ó ti ń di èèyàn 2, 3, 4, 5 kò sí ni ó máa fẹ́ dàbí ẹni pé ṣé kò sí. Bọ̀ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà kò sí tó nǹkan tó sí public. Gbogbo pé àwọn fans ló ń dà nǹkan rú yìí àwọn fans ló ń jẹ́ kí àwọn ló ń fún àwọn fans ní nǹkan tó ń feed into. Àwọn ló ń fún àwọn fans ní nǹkan tó ń feed into now. Ọdún Fẹ́mi wọ́n gbogbo wọn jọ polówó fíìmù ara wọn wọ́n jọ ṣe kíníkan even àwọn ọdún èmi mọ premier movie tó lọ ó wá wọ ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì movie títí ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ jáde ní December I can't remember that scenario táwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní drag ẹ̀ ń gbà yẹn pé ó wá premier movie ó wá wọ ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì cinema fíìmù títí ẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ wá sí cinema bọ́ ìyẹn ò sí ní kí yẹn fa gbọ́mi sí omi òtó láàrin àwọn ọkùnrin it's always we the women mi ìdẹ̀rù bóyá kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní level kan tó náà máa pọ́n ẹ lédè ó ní level kan tó náà máa gbé yín dé ó ní level visibility kan tí wàá rí pé wàá kàn let go. táwọn wọn ní Ọmọ́tọ́lá Genevieve máa ń jà kìnìkan even though there is no social media level yìí these people still fight in a very classy way kò kí ń rí báyìí. So ká má parọ́ àwọn giant of Africa bí àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta giant of Africa náà la máa pè wọ́n ní láti bára wọn sọ̀rọ̀ kí everybody drop pé táyọ̀ bá tiẹ̀ wọ àwọn ọmọ lọ́la reputation they are building for themselves for their own children táwọn ọmọ wọn bá introduce ara wọn lọ́la èmi ni ọmọ Funke Akindele èmi lọmọ kiri kan tá bá wo past years sẹ́yìn Wizkid ń ṣe wàhálà yóò drop orin rẹ̀ ní ó lọ nísìnyí ọmọ ẹ̀ náà ti fẹ́ máa kọrin love táwọn èèyàn ní sí tó fi ní fan base yẹn làwọn èèyàn fi gba ọmọ ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi kí ni irú ọmọ Portable yẹn fẹ́ wá sọ fún wa lọ́la ní pé èmi lọmọ Portable Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi táwọn èèyàn ní wò pé dáàdi ẹ̀ ò ní good reputation lọ́wọ́ wa apart from gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí everybody sọ káàkiri gbogbo platform yìí deep down àwọn tó wà involved they know the truth pátápátá dẹ̀ lọ̀rọ̀ yìí taba ẹni tó bá taba kó lọ túnbẹ̀ ṣe nobody is too big to be advised má jẹ́ kí owó fame àbí kinní kan kó sáwọn lórí ìkísà ti lò parí ayọ̀ ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ń yọ̀ yìí àwọn tó really suffer fún movie yìí tó máa gbé speaker káàkiri láti from one point to another wọn ò tiẹ̀ kiri movie dé level yìí so kán bára wọn sọ̀rọ̀ èyí tó ń jẹ́ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá kó àwọn nìkan àánú Iyabo ṣe mí mo fẹ́ ṣe ẹ̀dá kan má bìnrin just round up nípa ọ̀rọ̀ advert movie ẹ̀ it's so sad maybe she has to go back and re-strategize bí a kò náà involve àwọn influencers yìí and all because to be honest kini movie here is not everywhere o then the same notice were everywhere by again tẹ́yà bá dé pèèyàn lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ èèyàn náà àwọn okùn kan wà tẹ́yà máa ń dì sílẹ̀ fúnra èèyàn àti Funke can still let go àwọn nǹkan kọ̀ọ̀kan míì Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi I don't really want to shift on side anybody but àwọn kinní kan wà tó wà obvious sí ètò kéèyàn kan máa sọ because nobody is perfect don't involve our influencers because that movie is not everywhere and it's sad and that thing went wrong from the premiere not the advert the movie and not the trailer. That's what I want to say. Eshegon, Miss Canfi. MME, you want to say something? Then together, that's today's agenda. I mean, it's tired me.
What's today's agenda? JMK, what's today's agenda?
That Funke Akindele is not promoting Iyabo Joe's movie.
Look, I will say it and I will say it again. No publicity, talking from a business view. Because publicity to get bad publicity, all publicity. But what are we saying so? But let's put on shiny left and right. A killer also. It's a publicity. You will be so amazed that tomorrow, Tebalo see cinema that's low a rotoma yadibe. As in, my drop and only duty behind the scene concept law. And another thing, Timofa correct in me, Toyin, surely in Kaniwumi or Toriola, Toyin Shanriro, O Batoyin Logigini. And you can say Matthew Pelu reply. I see standing full of unfollow, O Balogigini. Cannot prepare any, believe me, or I don't know, I just feel as if she could do better, but I shouldn't put Balogigini because her response would have been as in wouldn't have been like that because even her facial expression. But on camera, you will see that embarrassed. So balo jijini. And because anybody tell see. As a matter of fact, I think personally, I learned one or two things from that Toyin's action. Believe me. Now, Timafeki and you there you mean low. General greeting, Emma Beno. General greeting. There's nothing like sis, elder sis. General greeting because as in Otu Pele Media at sorry, Montalasi construct Funke at if I don't come in your book. And I hope people will see me as rude going forward. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh no, Rizedam, if you want to come up, yes, you can send your request. Please come up. Mr. Move, Shawambe.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Emia Shaggy.
Yeah,
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I just want to contribute with what Lady just said now. Sherry, we are all Yorubas, man. You understand? Sherry, respect is a reciprocal. Fine, they may have issues or whatsoever, but Toyin she phone Auntie Funke ni okay bon. You understand? So this one that you said, if you want to greet anybody, you greet them whatsoever you want to greet them. It doesn't work like that. You baniwa add any culture. Civilization lot buy many things lot buy in the name of why will I call somebody auntie? Or do me lo fi ju me lo? Can you come me lo fi ju me lo? You understand? But most especially we Yorubas, we worship money. Think about the lower sister meaning. But you about the low push it. Like somebody like me, you can't do that to me. You come up with you, so to buy respect me, I find respect. So if you don't respect me, I don't respect you. You know. So I need that for any respect. Yeah, we but you call one here. Most especially our Yoruba. So I don't have much to say anyway.
Thank you, Anya Shaggy. Olori Zidams.
Yeah, I can't tell everybody. Yeah, actually, in my own little submission, with what I was able to deduct my own to me. Yeah. So is that basically from the onset, Magoko song Funke will behave back on. Everybody has their own the way they react to things. There is what's really going on is whatever they have put out there, they call a fin judge. We don't really know what's really going on down there. Now, firstly, but this write-up really mentioned Iyabo so directly one later drag on eventually. Iyabo has it means it to me, I think she's the basic victim here, to be honest. Because she has spent a lot of money on that movie. And even if Funke Akindele not to make a little mistake, even if it's nodding, just for the sake of your head. Even if it's just for her, sorry, network window. Even if it's just to nod your head, I just think at least just yeah, sorry, network me channel. Hello. Hello. So even if it's just to nod your head, I think that would have not everybody like eye service. Not everybody's like Toyin. Not everybody likes to kneel down from bus stop to bus stop for people to say that you are nice. And some people just see it as kilo shile, what happened? And then maybe those things is part of it. That could be irritating a couple of anytime there's movie out there. There is always a drama, especially from Toyin. There's always a complaint or the other, whereby maybe when Funke Akindele is leading or something. So she herself might be seeing her as a very difficult competitor. The sky is big enough for everybody to shine at the same time. Then looking at this other person, no. So Mofi, at that point, at least she should have responded, even if it's just to nod, just for that part, just for the sake of this Iyabo. And then Toyin, she's someone that is, I don't know, in a way that you know that when your team drag Iyabo for a long time, for her not putting you in the movie. And you are this same person, so they pay any little thing, when it comes to you, you address it. So now, you kept quiet and let your so-called fan drag her. Kept on dragging her for a long time. This lady did not respond until this drama came up and she sees the opportunity to address everything together. You are adults, Kole. She said she begged you people to settle. Emma said to is your problem now. You have all of you are adults. What is she told she cannot force you to pay no, she can't. So what is she told That's cleared from there. And then from there, another thing, you kept quiet and let people keep dragging. Meanwhile, want to withdraw at a certain. We have to think of these people are rich, yes, but they spend a lot of money for these movies. Come on, think now before we just make decisions. And then, okay, withdraw all of a sudden from. Okay, sorry, network.
Olori. Olori, are you back? Yeah, it's a network. Keep going in and out.
She has a call.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Move.
Me,
Oh, okay. All right, you're back. Continue.
So, my own point is you just kept quiet and let them keep dragging this woman. Okay, that one left like that. Meanwhile, you all withdraw. For you know you have this set of fans that I don't want to call names, that I don't know. They just act very funny and just feel that you must be perfect all the time. Just because you kneel down to greet people, you call everybody until you call me until Oshewa now. And then number two, you from there, okay. Later, Roger, the one way or the other that I think Iyabo was in a movie, or not pull out. So then, there's probability that you kept it in your mind, thinking that no problem, I'm going to do a payback. You kept that one, you went for the wedding. So, Moshe Okama said to him between, and according to what I heard, little thing I actually gone on you. They said she withdrew based on multi grandchild baby and whatever. People kept on talking. You still kept quiet. You didn't address that part. They pay, Lotto, she was in the movie. We do money. You kept quiet and let them drag her. You went, she movie over Sabi Auntie. Basically, it was not just your fan that watched it. Iyabo Ojo's fan watched it. Priscilla, not any fan now. They watched it just because of that name. Juma Jukes, no now fan to my word now, just push you. And you kept quiet. Now, Teneleni Wagapeshi, just little big thing for the first time, a very big one that she has spent a lot of money. You went there to just acted very funny and then created a very silly scene. Consider whatever the person has gone through. Now. Then you now in between, you pull out as well. There's probability that is a payback from whatever you felt she has done to you because she pulled out from yours. So all of a sudden you pulled out. You did not address why you pulled out. You didn't address why she pulled out from yours. Now your fans are saying they won't watch it. Now you are now the villain. You are the victim now. Meanwhile, I don't know how you became the victim. Everybody sees you as a victim because you greeted someone. You show and people did not answer because I really don't understand. And why you why did you greet her? Just for the camera. You knew that she will not answer you. That's her. Everybody knows Funke Akindele. That is her. You cannot force me to be nice when I'm not nice. You cannot force me. That's an example. I'm not saying she's not nice. You only get clear our attitude to Funke Akindele. We don't work with irritate only. I service to put you. Kilo shele. Kini kan. Oníkálukú ló gbórí wọrí tóníkálukú gbé wà ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ní now. Everybody has whatever they are going through. We should be considering people's mental health as well. You came now, and you kept quiet, still acting like the villains and the victim, and then don't know Messi program will help. She is not the victim. She's the bad person because she spoke up. And this same lady, can you reason that she hates it? Firstly, Lizzie, the other, well, she started based on one of the errors that came up was also support this same Toyin was the person she supported from the onset. Only Lizzie and her. And then from there, I think Lizzie didn't really like the reaction from Iyabo problem side. Followed by every other thing that happened. This same person, no, into Mubad, no. She's always fighting for people. That's why she's always putting herself in a big problem. There are sometimes that you just mind your business. And why are you fighting for people? Are they kids? Now, see, this same person, problem that she is now. Tomorrow is the movie. But your fans are saying they don't want to watch it. You refuse to address it. Everybody is keeping quiet. Now, you are the only one everybody's talking to. Okay, that okay. Are you the first person to mark you on phone down because I don't really understand what's going on now. That's my own opinion to everything. Everybody has their own opinion. But as far as I'm concerned, she is not the victim here. And it's only movie. So, movie. She has spent a lot of money. You guys should comport yourself. And you guys are all adults now. Grandma now. They are not babies. They're mommies and grandmas now. Anyways, that's my submission. Thank you.
Thank you, Lori. That was a wonderful submission. Please, who wants to go next, though? MME, are you there? You want to contribute again?
Yes, I wanted to contribute again, but she already pointed it out.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I'm still insisting on it, and I stand on it. That thing was constructed to favor that movie. And if they all divert, it's all about abuses now, or it's all about two people fighting now. It's a publicity on its own. So I think everybody wants to see Funke's part in it. Everybody wants to see how Toyin is being missed in it. As a matter of fact, because I'm going part 1 and part 2 myself, because I want to see what really what the party Toyin going to be. Do you understand? So for me, no publicity is a bad publicity. All this one they are saying, movie day at the premiere. And I also still think Iyabo would like to publicize again. Publicity is sharing. Johnson is also a publicity. Saying you combine you and for a pitoba okay, publicity no only. Let me go and see that movie. What's go for movie? The person will just get to come and take the cinema. I think I want to watch that movie before we go to Sheleme. So there's no publicity that is a bad publicity you're enjoying. And when you're done that, there's one more reason. So, and the person that allowed the fight herself. In fact, there's more to this thing, honestly, than all of us sitting down here talking about it. You get? I think it was either it's intentional or it's not intentional. But for me, I think it's more intentional. Just intentionally made. Honestly, I think it was intentionally made. So what we that we are talking, I think we're just wasting our data on it. Sorry to say. That's just my view on this thing. Thank you. Somebody's the victim. Hey, what's the hear me? By the time you know she's spending the million, you will know she's a victim.
Thank you. Thank you. Isabelle, are you there? Or you like brother?
She said she's on the call. In case everybody wants to contribute more. She said she's on the call. She's busy. So does anybody want to contribute more? Oh, this are the skin. Please come and tell us how Iyabo is the victim. Because I don't see how she's even the victim. If you even notice JMK, do you notice where she actually touched her head? Was it because Toyin down lórí ni? Àbí aṣọ Toyin down lórí ni? Àbí she felt uncomfortable after Funke did not answer, which she saw. Do you understand? Because for me, I feel as if in that kind of scenario, taking your bad bed lójijì, tẹ́ bá ti jọ sọ tẹ́lẹ̀, you were supposed to Funke, baby in here now. Do you understand? As a friend, I don't know my own thinking. You were supposed to
feel like Iyabo felt like it's so good time now. Like that's my own thing. I just feel like Iyabo is of the opinion that just leave her be. Why you trying to be all up in her face, you know?
No. Look at the video again. For me, what the video says is like this thing as in I don't know, but she allowed it. I don't feel she allowed it. Believe me. There must have been something
she allowed it. You think she allowed it?
I felt
Yes. And I felt as if there must have been something said behind that particular party stuff before that party happened. Is either in the movie settings or before the movie.
God bless
settings.
God bless.
Do you understand? Because
God
the body language,
yes.
if you could read the body language very well.
Do you think something was being said between the three of them, or just between Funke, Akindele, and
or no, between the three of them, even Mercy?
God bless you.
Toyin in the body language, but who was so conspicuous, as in who was so loud. Do you understand? It wasn't loud, but all funny body language. But also, but it's messy, because you first time to my friend your body language, which I saw. That I did buy your unlucky one near stage. There was this body language. I don't know what message problem in that premiere. As in also she body language here again. Do you understand? But the only thing I just saw that Funke there was like, oh, rap very well, I could see the chemistry.
I think for me, body language that Toyin got from Mercy was like, why would you go to her? You know this girl doesn't like you. That is the body language. Yes, because I'm telling you, that's
what I'm getting from Mercy too. Yeah, like you know she doesn't like you. Why are you going to her?
When she got, why did you go to her in the first place?
Remember,
and that was why Mercy also reacted that way towards Funke. Like, share. This person is an adult. Why this behavior? Because even when they were standing near each other, you could, you saw the look she was given, the vibe she was giving Funke, like, share now. You're not the only person here. Why did you display the whole thing here? The body language I got from Iyabo was, Iyabo wasn't surprised that happened. And that means, and from Iyabo's response, for me personally, Iyabo's response to put Sorikinie showed something was discussed about her not showing up even what was discussed with Funke. Funke reacted on what happened and what she was told. I told you this is two-faced. I told you. That was the reaction she gave to Toyin. Because for Toyin, Iyabo to write what she wrote, I'm telling you, there's this atom of her being upset with Toyin there.
Exactly.
From what she wrote, this atom of Mushmumbenusie,
yes,
this and that. And Funke saw, because making it known to the public, like, I've known Funke the longest, means, come, I like you, but you see this person is my G. So I cannot for anything, sideline her.
I think she means to the Benny just for again. Yes. Call any house for already in the past. I'm not going to do that again.
Calling her out. You can see she said it. She said, and that was the wrong move on my part.
On my part, yes.
So you saying in the way I stood out for you before, I wasn't supposed to do that. Me doing it was a mistake. I regretted it.
Because I actually support what he says.
I know. They are not close. I know. But as it is, they used to be very close. Because if you go back to Omogeto and Gugwe, they used to be even Funke cannot write. Cannot write. There's this one. Yes, she wish. Yes, the first one. That Uncle Gugwe, yes. So the thing, not speculate. They used to be very close. Go check out Funke's interview.
They used to be very close back in those days. Without Funke, they used to be very close. Funke used to be very close.
Go check out her interview. She said there won't be Funke without Iyabo. Iyabo made people give Funke roles.
Yeah, Funke said it herself. Yes, Funke said it herself. There won't be Funke without Iyabo. Yes, Funke said it herself.
She said it herself. Okay. So this one is not someone speculating. She said Iyabo used to carry her in her car
Mommy, even Iyabo said it. Mommy Funke to go on babysit Priscilla at the first
So they should be very close. So no one is speculating. It's from the interview that we have all seen, that we have all heard.
Yeah.
But me, I'm talking. If I were Iyabo and this happened, you are not supposed. You don't need to validate yourself to people. Even though you wanted to write something, all you could have, for people to know, you know what, I love these two people, I cannot fight one for the other. You know what? Sure. You put out the statement and say, come, these two people are adults and they will settle by themselves. I'm not getting involved. Boom, that's it. No more. Because when you do that, they will like, okay, you're staying out of it. And you stay. I love them both, but I'm staying out of it. That's it. What's not?
No, Edruno, TNM. He said, no, I meant about them discussing Toyin before the event. Yes, TNM said that already now.
So that's it. What's not? But you now act like from one paragraph of you knowing one person the longest, then you move on to the paragraph, you fought kiniko for that person, and that was a wrong move. That is you passing a message too. Then you move on to the third paragraph saying they said two of them when they have kiniko, they will see each other behind. But they never had issue. The issue Toyin had was with the cinemas. She never mentioned names. She never nothing.
TNM, listen. You remember the pictures they took December? People told them took a picture December.
So they never had issue. They never had issue. So if you're now saying, but she so are you saying is Iyabo now saying she should have gone to Funke and say, Auntie Funke, and the cinema, they are doing this to me. And Kiniko, so Kiniki Funke she fun immediately. Now. So you even say, oh yeah, no. Cinema cinema that no face, and she wasn't even the only person who came out at that time. Iyabo said they were doing the same thing to her. But even
I don't think you saw the clips. I don't think you saw the clips.
Even the time they were giving out
Toyin said some people are paying.
Don't
TNM, but I the clip we got to Toyin song. He said, I want to show for cinema. You didn't hear that part.
But do you know people can actually be doing it? Do you know you can have fans who can actually do that? Do you know that?
On commission, based on commission, TNM.
You
can base it on commission that if you sell so tickets,
I'm afraid to commission. Yes. That can actually happen. That can happen. This is business. Anybody can do anything like that. This is business. So, do you think she's stupid for saying that? She's not stupid. For her to say that, what is solid here? How you can't get fully. So being your question near one tier, who no one tier, any cinema. On shell now. On shell that you walk into a firm now, maybe for business. You had them available, or that's why you see to worry. Maso, but them are make or gaffy, but the machine talk about gaffy. And the minute Maso me, Mr. Lavaja was system worry, and your my bass was about the Benny and sending a mobile to my book.
And TNM, only our marketers concept that they are based on commission. Do you understand? They will base on commission. You put to back power by WAF. As in, only they put that's what Funke does. Base them on commission.
They are working on commission, so one ticket for anybody tieable because they get paid on commission. So for her to say it, Shelley. But the thing is, she did not mention your name. Other than to ba shekini kolara ma nfun, she was shaming. To ba she ko ye ko bienu. To ba de pe ti oni kunle Afọláyan ni gbogbo o le ma gbe lọ sórí now. Ẹlòmíì ò mọ bóyá ń bínú lọ títí. Ó lè bínú initially, and that is why people will say, Toyin post things on her page and then pulls them down. Yeah, when she's upset, she do that. And then Toyin about zero. And then your own page now, on channel now. At times you post things when you feel some kind of way and you just feel, you know what, this is not necessary. I don't need to. And you pull them down. So people should not tell me.
There was an agreement. There was an agreement. Hence why I said agreement is just so. Go through with it.
She did not have problem. She did not have problem with Funke.
But she's throwing jabs at Funke now.
She did not.
We all saw it. We heard it. She was throwing jabs at Funke. She threw jabs at Funke now. I think I saw a
She did not.
TMK, GNM. Just say point to come out. There's this thing I've seen about both of them.
So was she throwing jabs at Funke?
Ẹjọ 1 minute. Kò tí ẹ jẹ́ kí nǹkan tí Toyin sọ kó affect Funke. You know why? Because Funke's movies are educative. And when there are educative movies like that in the cinema, as a family, I can't go and be watching a funny movie with my family. I want to teach them something. I want to give them memories. Why? It's also good. Toyin's movie too, they're also good, but it's more or less like funny stuff. For me, they are not that educative. So I don't see the competition there at all. There's no even, and Funke ti logo. Because more read content kan tó ṣe tó sọ pé tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbà pò wá recent content ni o recent content after this gbogbo rògbòdìyàn yìí ó sọ pé ó ń kọrin ní ó sọ pé tẹ́ bá fẹ́ something like you want to take my place or something you want to, I was like, who is taking your place? Nobody. Like what I said, the sky is enough for everybody to fly. As a matter of fact, this baby is just trying to imitate you. Even you've even gone further than I know that, okay, Fungelo Coco Berry and ras stuffy, funny ras stuffy. Though they weren't that funny, but they were kind of ras and also touche. Do you understand? Doing to follow suit. Now, Funke was one that started cinema abroad. Multi notice as a first female too, as a female too. Toyin is following suit. This person is looking up to you. So why should you be jealous? Or why should you be thinking she wants to take your place? So I don't see any fight there. Morobia will take it from go binu Toyin, but Toyin Morobia to polo. Like what is because in Binu here, you know, she can't hold it any longer. She couldn't hold her body any longer. She was really, really like God forgive me. All of my for a lot of you know, because the way I've seen it, she couldn't hold it any longer. As in, am I able to say true? That would be exactly what happened. It's not as if Bobo or Folayan or really enter Funke Benye. It's because of people as you ought to towards Polo, as you ought to show us Polo. That's why. Because Toyin, it was up to that. She would have even done the same thing she done to Afolayan or even pick up the phone and also tell Toyin, babe, Kilon Shelley. As in, we already had an agreement. Nobody should rubbish each other outside. Why are you doing this? Talk to me direct if you want to talk to me direct. That was exactly what she did to Afolayan. Do you understand? She could also do the same thing to her babe because they were really vibing that December. So why is she now taking it like, okay?
Why did she not call her like she did to Afolayan? She picked up the phone, called Afolayan, and she said a piece. Why did she not do the same with this girl?
If there is a voice, CNN, everyone got any call. If there is a voice recording in voice,
that's coming from Buki Jesse. Don't listen. I've been saying, why are you listening to Buki Jesse? Buki Jesse. Buki Jesse, when you see okay, there's a voice record somewhere. Why are we listening to what's it called? Is
Buki Jesse báwo. Èmi kàn mọ̀ pé tó bá pé really pàtó parí ìjà when they settled both of you had nothing else going on. Though you were happy that you got settled. You could have picked up your phone as ẹni tó jù lọ pé ojú Tóyìn lọ tó fi jù lọ pé wá ṣé ìwọ ọmọ ìṣórí orí ẹ̀ òpè nǹkan tó ń ṣe ẹ̀ta ló ń ṣe kíníkan sí wọn tó bá yẹ pé o you could have, because if you can do that to Afolayan, could have done that to Adeyemi as well.
CNN, wọ́n ṣọ́ wọn sí lọ́pọlọ ni, believe me, wọ́n ṣọ́ wọn sí lọ́pọlọ.
But the thing is, nǹkan tí mo feel ni pé Funke is not loyal to anybody but herself. Even go and watch the interview she did yesterday with Morayo. The things she said there, if I'm someone who is close to Funke, I'll take it chill. Because she said to herself, òun wà so strict, they be pé at times òun máa ń wo ra òun pé Funke, ṣé kìíní yóò wà pọ̀jù? And if someone is as rigid as she has said, I'm telling you, I'm someone who is very strict. Don't get me wrong, very strict. I'm very strict. I'm very, very. I have, you know, when you say I'm a very principled person. Even my husband will say, "What's it called?" But tó bá ti ń di pé nǹkan tó lè step tí mo lè ṣe tó lè jẹ́ kí tó lè láì mí lọ. Funke wouldn't give a flying monkey because ọmọ Mákindé yẹn maybe ó share débi pé, but if that boy has been with you for decades and it took you like that, to replace it with Kamo. Even the Kamo too gone. Kamo is taking a step back bit by bit now. That means you're not just streets. You made the
she has temper too.
You
no, she has temper too.
So that means if it doesn't benefit you, you don't give a flying monkey. And when a person is like that, because also no lorry, when a person is like that, such a person will never be loyal to you. Never, ever. So even Iyabo and Iyabo, I don't pray for but I don't even think they will last 5 years. Because our méjèèjì ohun kó lórí wọn. Toyin tó lè cope pẹ̀lú Iyabo is because Toyin is cool-headed. Toyin might be someone tó pé ó quiet tó pé tó bá fẹ́ ṣe palábẹ́ o. But ó work fún wọn because two of them are not hot-tempered. Nǹkan tó fi work fún Toyin àti Iyabo tó fi lọ this far. If Toyin was like Iyabo, wọ́n ti dàrú tipẹ́tipẹ́ because Iyabo ó máa ń ta ẹ̀gbin nù. And Toyin is not Toyin kúnlẹ̀ ṣóṣóṣó. Tẹ́ bá bu tán, á ti ṣe kinní kan, á bá ti parí ìjà, ó ti tán, ó ti ṣe kinní kan, ó ti ṣe gbá kan. But I think
Láwo ó máa ń fún yàn lówó gan, Toyin láwo gan.
For me, if I were Toyin as it stands right now, nǹkan táwọn èèyàn máa sọ pé èmi máa ń kà nǹkan kún gan. I take everything like, you know, when you sit back and you're watching, and people say, "Boy, you mean now?" To me, you might mean. If I were Toyin with what happened and with the reaction I got from Iyabo, me never jao, because you have come a long way, because you love our children. But I will not be like sticking my head out for anything that has to do with Iyabo anymore. It has to be see Iyabo to push it. Yeah, see Iyabo no dey shape, but Iyabo no Iyabo hello, give me phone. And that is it. Let it end there. Let it end there. No more calls, no more kinikon. Let it end there. Oníkálukú ṣe tiẹ̀. Kí ni àwọn èèyàn gbé járe kẹ́rin kóníkálukú mú ti àbí báwọn ṣe gbé? because àgbàlagbà náà ni gbogbo wọn anyway. They are all grown up. Gbogbo àwọn tá à ń sọ yìí 50 náà ń wò wájú, àtẹ tó 40, 50 náà ló ń wò. Àtẹ tó 40, 50 náà ló ń wò. Ó yà kó ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Wọn mọra rí náà. Ìbí inú industry náà ni gbogbo wọn ti mọra rí. Kò sí gbogbo wa wọn. Àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta bá ń sọ̀rọ̀, they are not cousins. They are not related by blood. They are not related by marriage. They are not related by even society. Ìbàdàn nìyẹn ti dàgbà. Èkó làwọn lè ti dàgbà. So what are we saying? Kó ní kálukú ṣe tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. And lágbára náà gbogbo kíní náà might die down. Kó ní kálukú face business ẹ̀. Ẹni tó jẹ́ between the lines àbí between the scene ní kó lọ ṣe tiẹ̀. Ẹni tó ṣe kíní kan àríyìnzò ìwọ náà ṣe tiẹ̀. Kíní ìyẹn náà gbé tiẹ̀ jáde over sábì àti gbogbo ọlọ́màta. But èmi kàn fún pé gbogbo wọn they've come a long way. Gbogbo nǹkan kéékèèké báyìí a máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Because tá a bá sọ pé kíní kan I put it to you tó bá yẹ pé wù mí ní Funke ṣe kíní yẹn fún. I swear down security máa gbé wù mí jáde. Because ibẹ̀ ni mi ti máa kọ́ níwájú kámẹ́rà yẹn náà ló ti máa kọ́ ló ti máa react. Tí ẹ fi ara gbá irun ẹ̀gbọ́n tó wù di irun ẹ̀ mú tí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ má bínú àti Funke má bínú. Ìyẹn máa mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ gbá irun yẹn ni. Máa mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ skápá irun yẹn ni. That's Funke for you. That's Wunmi for you. Ó dé dàbí pé eré èèyàn Wunmi yẹn gbogbo wọn nídìí níbi yẹn.
Thank you for your submission, everybody.
Coast, are you back?
I'm not back, you. Oku 5 minutes. We should conflict resolution, offline conflict resolution.
Oh, I'm not
5 minutes. What's the talk? Mystico, yeah, give submissions here. It is or
ambitious.
Okay. Becky, sọ̀rọ̀ látàárọ̀. Ṣé ẹ rí Becky?
Vacation.
Ó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ omi.
Láìjọ ọmọ omi.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n mú fún kọ́.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n mú fún all this. Mo ti ń try láti gbọ́n látẹ̀kùnrin ọ̀daràn, so I think it's busy.
Ẹ̀wà tó kẹ́ ti sọ̀rọ̀.
Yes.
Okay, maybe we should call
Gbogbo láti sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé yìí ò ṣe kí gbogbo láti sọ̀rọ̀ náà?
Mi náà dẹ̀ fẹ́ give submission to me.
Ẹ lè ṣọ̀rọ̀ lórí call.
Okay, let me quickly speak. Hold on. Ẹ má bínú dúró. Hold on 1 second, Isra.
Èmi fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan TNM. Is there a reason why Funke ò kí n fi bá wọn ṣe at all? Because I just noticed like
What did you say?
Is there a reason why Funke ò kí n fi bá wọn ṣe? Like it's just now, recently,
now I have time. I just want to give submission. Ó dùn mí o, mo mọ̀ pé submission lọ bọ́ nígbà yìí nísinsìnyí. Ó dẹ̀ dùn mí pé mi ò gbọ́ submission everybody. Okay, let me just start with this. Me, I was saying that Iyabo Ojo needs to resist the urge to ṣàlàyé. I feel like these people here, they care so much about the opinion of others. Personally, I feel bad for Iyabo. I feel bad for her because these two people were so selfish that they didn't think about Iyabo. If Funke had thought about Iyabo, Kobatini, Bawoni Showa. Tí Toyin bá ronú nípa Iyabo, she will remember pé ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí, ọmọ alẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí ń bínú sí mi. Má jẹ́ kí n lọ síbẹ̀, máa find another time tí màá kí àti àwọn máa wave someone from afar. I will not go and say hello to her. When, I know that this person will clearly not answer me.
The people who are making excuses for Toyin, I get it. I get your point. But you cannot tell us that that video that you saw, I can pull up that video now and play it for you. You cannot tell us that that video where Toyin was saying, kilo day, because you see, at that time in the cinema, there were a number of movies to show, but there were two movies to one up there, and it was Funke Akindele's movie. Sorry. And it was Funke Akindele's movie and Toyin Abraham. So when Toyin Abraham came out and did that thing that she did, everybody knew she was referencing Funke Akindele. We all want to lie to ourselves. We all knew that she was talking about Funke Akindele. Our fans knew, the comment section knew, and people went heavy on Funke Akindele. Remember that Iyabo said they already had an agreement. Emma throw shade si ayinita. Emma try. Emma drag and Emma shenkokon. Oju orunte ye for life arakanra. And Tony did that. Is it within Funke Akindele's right to be upset? Yes. At the end of the day, that's not just Ono Atije. That's a hard work. That's our integrity being trampled upon. Funke ni right láti bínú. Ṣé Toyin náà ní right láti react bí Akílódé, because people were saying it. See, Toyin did not make it up by saying, oh, these theaters are not giving us enough screening time. How do you do such a good movie and they're only giving you one slot in the morning? Toyin was well within her right to say that. But the way Toyin said it, it was very suggestive that Funke Akindele had a hand in what was happening. And yes, Funke may not have liked that. And that's okay. And that's fair. Onikalukum push on Atijeni. I cannot say, oh, I love Atupa so much. 133 views means $1,300. I'll now say, oh, am I worried? And you want $1,300 yen? Atupa has 1,100 people don't go. Let me dash Atupa this 1,300, especially when this is the only way I feed. It's not possible. I want to win, and I want Atupa to win. The people who watch us here are the same people who go on Atupa, who go on Ojuabe, who go on MC, who go on AK. We all have the same. There's a way TikTok categorizes your followers, and it tells you this population of your followers also listen to this, and that. So you know where the population of your followers are coming from. Now, what is wrong is to try to sabotage somebody else. To try to sabotage or to try to make the other person look bad just because you want to keep the viewers all wrong. And I think that was what it gave. That was what Funke would have felt. Toyin, on the other hand, would have felt like, oh, one bad mi won fe kinje. Do I think Toyin will overreact? A little bit. But Ono Atije, she has the right to defend it, to fight for it, to fight for more slots. She has the right to do that. And Funke also has the right to say, well, people can say whatever they want. I'm going to continue to push my brand. One thing we know, and we know for a fact, is that none of those actresses, Loman push movie one, to be Funke Akindele, she man push movie. The kind of promo, ti Funke Akindele, to man she fun movies, none of those actresses lay match up. Toyin man try within our own right. In fact, the concept of using Olobo is one of the most hilarious and one of the best PRs that I've seen so far. But Funke, no, supporting. I think we said that here the other day. Only shoot me moving, you could pay 5,000 titans, then call him. Funke Akindele might do the same promo. Could you put 2,000 comments, lori? Could you put 20,000 people to bajade? It's like, see, Funke's fan base are not in Nigeria. They are not limited to a certain place, to a particular area. Funke's fan base, more big, they are across the globe. I'll give you a good example. AY comedian, but she like AY comedian, Toyin. To she big, to massive, West Africa, massive. Is also known in the UK, in the US, because of his fan base. Sherry Manuela, go and check the algorithm and check how creators get paid. If you have 100 fans in Australia, Daddy Freeze talked about it recently. Only to buy 100 to buy Latin Australia, you make more money than if you have 500 people watching you from UK. Daddy Freeze, I'll find that video. If I'm able to find the video, I'll find the video and I'll see if I can find it and play it now. Daddy Freeze talked about the number, depending on the country, the continents, determine how much you get paid. Sherry AY at Emanuela, if you put them on a global stage, AY is a baby like Emanuela. If you put AY and Emanuela Kekere, Mark Angel comedy.
Sorry, Emanuela, she funny girl, funny little girl.
Then, yes. If you put Emanuela and AY live on a global stage, AY is a baby like Emanuela. Emanuela is loved across the world by our Iyabo, not our Dudu. Maybe by you, when Australians want to tell you about, we know Africa a lot, or we know so much about Africa, the first thing they tell you is, I know Emanuela. You know Emanuela? I know Emanuela. I love Emanuela so much. Emanuela to here. All those are comedies on YouTube. They love it to death. For young adults, young teenage girls and boys, don't grow in diaspora. They don't watch people on comedy in here. You know who they watch? They watch Ojo. They watch this other guy, Kinikon family. Mother and son Then the same as Ojo. Ojo is big on the global stage. We can content creator in Nigeria. Top big Instagram. When it comes to pay content creating skit makers, Ojo is the biggest of them all on that global stage. Just like Emanuela is the biggest, is big when it comes to comedy. So Bushiri Funke Titans at sea, Funke ni. On the global stage, Funke is big. But Toyin is also big, in our own way. Now, I feel like they were both selfish and they took away from Iyabo. If I'm Iyabo, I will not forgive the both of them. They are now trending, but Iyabo is not. Iyabo, who should be trending. The movie that the entire world should be talking about, people are not talking about it now. People are talking about these two adults who could not just compose themselves and behave like adults in public. This is not the time to say, in your color right, to okay, Funke right, Kinito Titans right. It's not the time. It's the time to actually call it for what it is. If I am your friend, I will make sure that I do anything not to take the spotlight from you. They took the spotlight from Iyabo. They did take that spotlight from Iyabo. That's the truth. Now, on the other hand, Iyabo on her own, I also think that Iyabo likes to explain to people who do not matter. I know that sometimes you feel the need to explain yourself to your followers and to your fans. Iyabo has to know that it is okay to be silent. It is okay to not say anything. Whatever narrative. Because you see, at this time, no publicity is bad publicity for Iyabo. You want to fit a movie. Gbogbo àwọn Toyin Titans yìí àti Funke Akindele yìí. Àwọn náà ní movie tó ń promote lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n sọ pé àtòrí Iyabo ní movie tó ń bọ̀ tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ premiere. Ẹ má dẹ̀ kí n promote movie mi for the next 2 weeks. Kí n máa promote movie Iyabo nìkan. They didn't do that. While they are talking about you, they are talking about their movie as well. As a matter of fact, after the day of the premiere and the next day, they are all advertising their product, their movies. What Tani Iyabo rò pé àwọn èèyàn lọ jù? What Toyin àti Funke now? Because people want to go and say shorty she updates. So by the story, by people are like clicking on the story. When you go on their story, they are posting things that will draw people to their page to go and watch their movies. Because no matter how much they like you, they have to be selfish. Iyabo, you are enough on your own. You are okay. Because you're a fantastic creator. You are a fantastic creator. I am not a fan of Iyabo. I have never been a fan of Iyabo. But I love Priscilla so much that I love her so much that I now love Iyabo by proxy. I love Priscilla so much. That girl can never do wrong. I don't care what it is she does. Priscilla will never do wrong in my eye. By proxy of that love, I now love Iyabo because if we want to name it for exactly what it is, Iyabo raised good children. If you don't love Iyabo for her craft, if you don't love her for her nature, you will love her for the sake of her children. You will love her for the work that she's putting, especially in the Priscilla. If there's any Abiyamo anywhere that doesn't like Abiyamo, that doesn't like Priscilla, that Abiyamo is a witch. See, she did exceptionally well with Priscilla. And as unfair as this might sound, as sad as this might sound, Iyabo, being the mother, needs to learn something from Priscilla, her daughter. Do you know what it is? The power of silence. You raised that child. You raised her to build the resilience that she has, that has made her the African princess that she is today. The girl that the entire world is in love with. You raised her. You raised her. Kò wá sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè drag Priscilla tó lórí social media. Kò sí orúkọ náà tẹ́ lè pe Priscilla. Priscilla will never respond to nobody. Priscilla will never respond to anybody. All the defamation done to her husband, to her name, all the curses, all the talk, Priscilla will, in fact, I have not seen Priscilla addressing anything on her wall. You have now made Priscilla come to your defense. She now feels the need to come to the defense of her mother because my mother is not such a bad person. As actually, my mother is not a bad person at all. What is it? Let her be. Priscilla is now coming to defend you, which is not something she should do. You should never put her in that position to do that. Iyabo needs to stop explaining. Iyabo, what say Priscilla studying? She dropped an update, it's on her own. Okay. Whether you explain it to, whether you don't explain it to, people will still say what people will say. Resist the urge to shalaye. Explanation to fetch anything will not make people change their mind, their perspective about you. Now, let me analyze that update. Update in open sonomeji. And I'm going to analyze it the way that we, fans and viewers...
Sister Defe, is there any update? I'm sorry. Sister Defe, is there any updates? Or the old one? I was still talking about the old one.
From Iyabo?
Yes.
The update she did where she talked about Funke and Toyin. Did you see Ian Monso?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that okay, all right.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Abefe, do you also know that the Titans, they really dragged the Iyabo, that Peko include Toyin in the movie. Maybe that's why she puts it why Toyin was not in the movie. Since the
My sister. My sister.
The dragging was much.
My sister.
Oh, sorry, torí pé ó fi Funke sí ni kò ṣe lo Toyin.
Sister,
dragging.
Iyabo owe nobody nothing. Not the fans, not anybody. If they are dragging Iyabo, if the Titans are dragging Iyabo, if anybody needs to stop them or needs to explain it to them, it's Toyin Abraham. Not Iyabo.
Not do that. Oh, then they come and drag it for nothing.
This.
And there was even a this thing tí Iyabo ṣe ń gbà yẹn. Ìgbà tóun àti Funke ó ní one of the iṣẹ́ advert náà pé bó ṣe advertise the Arizo movie. Tí Toyin comment kí lorúkọ ẹ̀, where am I?
My sister, I get what you are saying. Again, I'm telling you for free. Iyabo will need to respond. Iyabo cannot address the Titans. Pẹ̀lú updates to Shane does it make it any better? Is she not getting dragged? The updates, the supposed update she did now to clarify, have you not gone around? They are saying she threw Toyin Abraham under the bus.
It's really so sad. It's so painful.
So that's the thing.
It's
human beings are insensitive. There's nothing you can do, sister me. You people need to understand that you cannot please people. This act of wanting to please people, wanting to change people's mind. Oh, what do people think? What do they say? What will people say? What will people do? What are they thinking? You have to know that you cannot change people's mind. You absolutely cannot.
Very right. So from the look of it, Toyin look like a tó lo pity láti máa buy kí lorúkọ ẹ̀.
Sister mi, wọ́n bá wọn Toyin kò lo pity, kó má lo pity. Whatever sells a brand. Whatever sells your market. Èèyàn kan ní Mama Daisy tó wà lórí TikTok tó ń sunkún lójoojúmọ́, ó ti ra Mercedes Benz. Àwọn tó ń hùwà ọmọ gidi wọn ì tí ra Toyota. Bó ṣe ń bu tó, bó ṣe ń ṣépè fún tó, bó ṣe ń abuse ẹ̀ tó. That's where she's making her money. Whatever sells your brand. It's like people say, Kiliko, Lizzie and Johnny, my sister. She says, also people òun ta lẹ̀ sí, òun ta mọ́tò, àwọn èèyàn patronize ẹ̀, àwọn èèyàn ra aṣọ. Whatever sells your brand. No publicity is bad publicity for our people here. Whatever sells their brand. Updates to Iyabo Shensin, they said Iyabo picked a side. Number one, Iyabo sọ pé Toyin ló yẹ kóun lò fún movie yẹn. Toyin last minute ó cancel. Òun lòun mọ iye tóun lose. Òun lòun mọ iye tóun ṣe kíníkan. Number one, that's throwing Toyin under the bus, whether you like it or not. Òtítọ́ korò. By saying that, you are throwing Toyin under the bus.
Sis, true, because she cancelled on the last minute on Toyin's Obasabi auntie.
So that's throwing Toyin under the bus. Yeah, number one. Number two, you said both parties agreed they were not going to throw shade at themselves. Only for Toyin to come out during Kinikon to say Kinikon, and people started attacking Funke. Automatically, Funke Oshinkokon. Toyin the subject Funke Fun drag. Throwing Toyin under the bus again. Number three, you said you and Funke Akindele never really had any issues. Toyin Longbeja to fi the any issues of you should have handled it better. You are promoting Funke Akindele.
Thank you. Not just promoting better, only which was a mistake on my part.
On my part. I have resolved it between them both so many times. When you saw them together, at the end of the day, they're no longer together again, and things have gone bad. Things have come. That's the only point where you actually appointed blame to the both of them. But that particular update, the entire update, is that Iyabo's truth? Absolutely. Bosheri Gele ni Iyabo Shiso. She didn't lie. Victor. Bosheri Gele ni Iyabo Shiso, Iyabo Paro. With Toyin Abraham. Alpha Benny, you first continue.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the Most High.
Good morning.
What is the topic of the day? The match over the
Benny. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was interrupted by this Elenu Bongo boy.
Give me topic now. Show the full topic.
Iyabo's response. Iyabo Ojo's update about the bad
Mama, did you avoid that react the response?
Thank God, both in okay, so you didn't hear my full submission, so you'll be able to give yours. So, will Toyin Abraham, will it be well within Toyin Abraham's rights to feel disrespected and feel let down by Iyabo? Yes. Toyin will feel like Iyabo picked a side by doing that. Is that Iyabo's truth? Yes. Resist the urge to shalaye. It doesn't mean that Iyabo paro. It doesn't mean that Iyabo pick in your over Toyin. It doesn't mean that kini kokiri ko. However, they will know that, yes, so that is Iyabo's truth too. However, though, that is Iyabo's truth too. But Iyabo threw Toyin under the bus. As a friend, should I do that? I will not do that to my friend. Maya Dake. I had a time when myself and Victor were not talking. And there was a narration going on social media. Only Victor Tabafeo, Sheralon Ferrawon, Ono Shekinikan, what Ibara wants some, what is she? And one of my friends called me and said, I feel these people are defaming your character. Like, these people are defaming you. And that time, me and him were not talking. Our people in buy Loruko Je, our people in defame character, our people in Shekinikan, go out, check on more. You call Victor out, share where they phone one, call Victor out to the kidney. Show my long word, Nicholas. Many disclaimer for what? And Victor knows me that I don't respond to things like that. Money, if they say I did it, they should come to my house and come and flog me. Or they should post the evidence of it. Or they should show something that shows hello dear, my love, or my darling, any conversation that looks sus between me and they should post it. As long as they don't want to post, I will not go and be addressing every Tom, Dick, and Harry. If I address Willie, only tomorrow I will address Abiru. Next tomorrow I will not become a nuisance. Money John to be alone, please. Whatever narrative anybody likes, please go ahead and. Who are you to say? At the end of the day, one thing we need to understand is that you cannot control adults. Iyabo has no control over the people who are making posts or making updates about her. She has no control. People who don't like you do not need a reason not to like you. They just don't like you. You are putting up that updates. Build more aids from. Or at least now we're talking about Iyabo. At least now we're not talking about Funke and Toyin, we're now talking about Iyabo. It is a good way to shift the attention back on her. She needs to understand that she did publicity for herself. However, Iyabo needs to stop this act of wanting to explain herself to people. Stop wasting your time explaining yourself to people. Leave it. Bimbo Ademoye. There was a narrative about her about a month ago or more. They said the only reason that she and that guy broke up, VJ, was because she was caught cheating. Somebody asked her and she just laughed. And she just laughed. Lo deserve response. Sometimes just don't explain shit. Be okay with people just forming up a narrative about you. Because see, you're a public figure. Somebody can wake up tomorrow and put up an update and say, Iyabo Ojo, bought something for me and didn't pay. Bought for my sister and didn't pay. Good afternoon, Winnie. Bought something for my sister and didn't pay. Iyabo Ojo is a clinical. You will not go and respond to that. Ọjọ́ ọ̀la ìṣe tí ọmọ Musu yẹn tán, àṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yẹn tán sì kò tí pẹ́. This week is something else. The next 3 weeks, there's going to be something else. So people have seen you as a soft target. People have seen you as somebody who is reactive, who likes, who focuses more on public opinion, who cares about what the public think of her. So people are using you as a footstool. Please resist the urge to keep explaining and explaining and explaining. The more you explain yourself to people, it makes you look bad. Anyway, that's just my own shot. That's how I feel. Social media is a space of public opinion. You don't have to pay us to give you an opinion. We just give it for free. Therapy. This opinion that I'll give you is therapy for some people. We are not getting paid, but it is therapy for us. And it is therapy for people who listen to us. It is therapy for people who watch us. We're not going to stop talking about it. I will not advise people to stop because never stop. But Iyabo herself needs to learn something from her daughter Priscilla. Please stop explaining yourself to people. People do not care. Anike said, I'm listening and doing my chores. People do not care. People don't care. I know that you feel like, my fans. My sister, stop explaining yourself to your fans because if you produce good movies, Kokeshi, I want nonsense, you know, my fans, will movie. No, I'm saying that when there's never been any personal matter to come Prissy to explain now. But Prissy is now in a position where she has to come out and explain this to defend her mom. She should never be put in that situation. She should never be put in that situation where she has to come out and defend her mom. That's my point. Olori Kendi, I'm agreeing on Losi Mushin. Okay. Bushman, nonsense in the comment section. Yeah, she only comes out to the police. I'm listening and working out. Like literally. Anyway, Victor, once here. Allah, Shama Faja, be subtle in your community.
Ogbeni, don't tell me how to talk.
I sure she know. She tell you how to talk all day. Oh yeah.
All right. Avoid the motor working into well. Good morning, everyone. So,
hold on.
In my last video, I don't know how many of you have seen it.
Hold on, Jay, Patewa Fulani Agbeni Abeg. Oh yeah, continue.
All right, now. When this old things, or my first reaction was, how feel about how she's going to respond to this. I wasn't sure. I know what I think would be ideal, but going by Iyabo's person that I know she would be in a very difficult situation, which was one of the things I explained in my last video on this matter. That both of them are actually putting her in a very difficult situation. And you see in situations where issues are dicey, the best intervention is silence. I honestly think, which I have been saying repeatedly, that social media is making people dumber. Social media can get you roused up and carried away, that you begin to think that social media is real life. And the truth is, social media is not real. Because you see, people will talk their shit. It's how we prioritize opinions of people that we don't know their address, they don't really matter. Over real life matters is what I don't understand. Now, do you know that it will take nothing for Iyabo to set up a meeting to one, express her displeasure to the whole drama that happened at the premiere, and then talk things out with Toyin and Funke on the back end. It will take nothing. They are both available and accessible to her. But guess why she thinks she has to say something? Social media pressures, fans. It took me a while to realize, but thank God I realized on time that fans are not real. You will have heard me say a couple of times that I don't like my fans. Me involving me running. Because you know why? Do I appreciate fans? Yes. Do I acknowledge that they are the reason why I'm here? Yes. But okay, I know send them. Because whether I like it or not, you don't know these strangers. Yes, they play solidarity with you, but knowing fully well that when you are in public light, to attract the good, bad, the ugly. Unfortunately, when it comes to social media, you will attract more people. People will use the bitterness and the porosity in their life to address matters that borders around you because you are in public light. The same people who are not greeting their husband at home are coming to take offense to Funke not greeting Toyin. But what they're doing in the closet of their house is not subject to public scrutiny. That's the dexterity of being a public figure. Your life becomes a thing of interest, it becomes a topic. And if you are not mounting your guard to know that you are still human and not subject your life to public scrutiny, you are going to be making a lot of mistakes. Because guess what? If these people say today, no, you are supposed to bend down, you will bend. Tomorrow, other people say, why are you bending? You are supposed to stand, you will stand. Over time, you will become a nuisance. Àwọn èèyàn ṣàárẹ̀ gan. People are sick. People are not well. Make it make sense to me. Why this matter of Moki go down? Simple social, what can we call it? Social matters like this, you know, social exuberance as this. We now turn to where somebody will on ring lights and be shaping from one party against the other. Make it make sense to me. Why this simple incident that we only saw what we see on camera? We did not see context. We did not see anything. People already going out on in ring lights to come and say, Iyabo is Alakosi, he drew. Make it make sense, except for the fact that you have to come to the conclusion that I will not see Yahweh for you. Most times, the rift between all these celebrities are caused by fans. But you cannot blame fans, you blame you who choose to be an idiot to fall for the pressures of the fans. Abebe just gave an instance. We have a rift at the time when he's speaking. The same way they are going to her. Do you know how many people were coming to me? Your friend did not do it. The same people that will instigate, the same people that will. And I chose silence for the entire time. Because guess what? I know. They will do about me. Don't sound people of my interest again. Whatever I say, they will take it, they will cook it, they will add curry, add Maggi, and go and present it to her in another light. Because they take pleasure in seeing people fighting. I want to budget. So I think any celebrity should know that fans love is not real. People will have pleasure. So now when I saw Iyabo's response, I honestly believe that her post was a response to pressure. Now, do I think that there was an intent to throw Toyin under the bus? I don't think so. But I will equally acknowledge why those who feel so will feel that way. Why? The first opening statements. Me and Funke have been friends since forever. That statement alone is very inciting. There are beef between two people that are considered your friend and ally. You cannot pick one. If the next statement is, and me and Toyin, she's my bosom sister. Or in fact, the first statement should be, Toyin and Funke are people who are very close to me and I respect with utmost grace. It will make sense. But your opening statement was to establish your friendship with Funke and how far you've gone and how much you've gone. And then you went further in the context of your statement to now bring a story that none of us were aware of. About how you called her for this Arinzo and she opted out at 9 minutes, which reflected that aside from this beef of Toyin and Funke, you personally have a rancor with Toyin beforehand. Do you see how a statement can be inciting? However, do I think that the intent was to, pull off Toyin like that? I honestly do not think so. I think her response was to pressure. Because as at that time, there was more probably pressure of, Funke's people speaking and all of those things. And she feel like the best way to pacify the situation was to please the hearts of the Funke fans. Because our own fan. Forgetting the fact that doing that will now stir up Toyin's fans who are equally disgruntled to have a reaction. So, do I believe there was an intent? No. But will I blame those who draw that conclusion, that narrative from a post? I will not. Because that statement can be very inciting and misleading. It looked like it. I don't think it is what it is. Because I don't see a reason why she would do so, not in the heat of the moment. Bringing up, I called Toyin for Vasabianti and she opted out in timing that we have to rewrite the script was a statement that is very insensitive for this moment. Because we don't even know that before now. We don't know that before now. There is no reason to bring it up. Nobody knows that part of the shit. And don't forget, Funke was in this movie. So it now looks as if it becomes a function of these two friends are fighting. Which one of them is important to me? Which one of them can I afford to lose? Oh, I will choose Funke. If I don't have a choice than to lose one and gain one, I would rather lose Toyin and gain Funke. That's exactly what it looks like. And it's a wrong approach to address this matter. Which is the reason why best intervention she could have had silent. I acknowledge, don't forget, the fact that she's in a difficult situation. And definitely I will know that she was a difficult situation for her, all of that happening at her event. And these are two people that are allies. I said in my last video, first instinct is never, ever the correct reaction. In the heat of the moment, never respond to your first instinct. There's a lot of comments. I will play that. I talked about this and I'll play that video on Instagram. And I have about 100 and...
Continue, Mabino.
The video had about 110,000 views as at this morning. And the majority of the videos were like, so somebody called me and I was like, oh, your video is going viral. And I'm like, a couple of bloggers have speaked up. And they said, people, everybody, like, there's something about you, the way you address things, you always address it with wisdom. And not all of those accolades, like I told you, me, for fun, me, for Funke, and one commendation. So I told the person, I said, do you know why? I'm not wiser than every other person I've addressed it. I said, do you know why it always sounds as if my opinion on this matter is always like, on matters, social matters are art? I said, do you ever notice that I don't video in the moment? I said, come on. Because first, my would likely not be correct. I said, the only reason why my opinion is always looking like it's different and it's always have an insight, which is that I wait, listen, understand, ponder, and then without bias, because at the end of the day, I'm nobody's fan. It's social matters. I'm not supposed to maintain a position. There's a level of professionalism that comes to okay, you have to always not. I am not body's tool. I don't work for Funke nor Iyabo nor Toyin. So my position should not be either. The problem we have in Africa generally is that on everything we have this black and white mentality. What they call black and white is in every matter we always want to do either or, meaning on every matter your position is always to judge one against the other or to favor one against the other. It's not necessarily correct because they can both be right and they can both be wrong at the same freaking time. They can both be wrong. It's not always either or. This no black and white thing. It's not a good approach to address matter. And somebody can be rightly wrong, and you have to correct that. Somebody can be rightly wrong. The rationale might be right, and the application might be wrong. For example, Toyin, whether it is Abosi, whether it is not Abosi, in fact, for you to say it's Abosi, you are not correct because you are not in her head. She can genuinely be greeting her. So whether it's Abosi, you feel it's Abosi, whether it is not Abosi, she was smart enough to say there's camera here. Because if she had not greeted her, she would have been the one being bad. Everybody, she was smart enough to know that we are in the face of camera and she greeted her. She was dumb enough to let the emotional ruler and not respond. So even if it's Abosi, you should know that Elif is under the boss and respond. So ordinarily, there would have not been anything for me to fault Toyin. She was justified. She would have allowed the people, the media, to do the fighting for her. But guess what? She went in the heat of that moment and posted some very heinous, unspeakable things. So the actual event, yes. But the application, so in context, she was right. In application, she was wrong. So you can be rightly wrong. By the time you went to post there, while learning in industry, you are damn wrong. Guess what? At the end of the day, she is more wrong. At the end of the day, Funke, because when I get beef, she no answered you. All she did was silence. But you said something at the end of the day. So, and told that needs to JB. So you can be right. That's why I'm like, the only reason why it sounds prolific and profound is because I take time to assess that my video is always like the last response to come over anything. Now let me get to Iyabo. So Iyabo, response, I believe it was just a response to pressure. First, number one thing that Iyabo needs to know. Resist the urge to shalaye. If there is anything, I like Iyabo. God knows. But if there is any, the issue I have identified with her person is that she do too much for social value. And this is why some people don't like her. Because you will never be right if you are responding to opinion. You will never be right. So today she's an emotional person. She goes hard. For example, the next thing to exonerate yourself. In any way, yes, she's right. If anybody that is putting her name into it, remember, I was not thinking about how can you say you are speaking for Iyabo and you are saying you're giving up in power? Who the fuck are you? So nothing concerned her, and she's in the right place to address it. But guess what? The pressure enough that you now went the same reason. That's my was because you identified Mori December. Now you want to fix that. You now went to another blog that is a nobody to go and address it when you have a bigger platform. Not only that, there's people there now pressure you enough to now have to call the girl on a live show. So now to tell you I don't wear my clothes, instead is that now, whether you like it or not, what is the matter? As at that point, she was messing up. You can just make your statement and get the hell out and call the girl over the phone. And I said, Joe, you don't have to do that because that's what they are putting a demand on you and you are leading to it. Guess what will happen? Now they feel that they have you on their corner. So tomorrow night they go do things that is unpleasant to you and you won't be able to talk. You are using problem to solve problem. Guess what? Even right there and there, then the country say, and it doesn't sit well with her and she addressed it. Guess what? Because what she did That is my come my friend, you pleasure my friend condition. Yeah, but the sorrow, guess what? She had to come back. That woman messed up clearly, talking to you like that. But guess what? Because what you want there, the next day she has a reason to now come out and apologize to the woman. It's messed up. Do resist the urge to challenge. Don't let all these people be bamboozling you around like, who the fuck are they? I want to are inconsequential to your career. Guess what? Most people that are in the camp of people who are going to pressure you, and it's not about those who hate you, both the people that hate you and the people that love you. We're in our méjèèjì. I don't know why people don't invest in PR. We're in our PR, really, they're not doing their job. At the level of fame, to you are a celebrity, you should not even be the one to be responding to things like that. You should have a PR team that sits, assess the matter, and make a statement on behalf of your brand. Are you sitting on somebody's TikTok to be explaining nonsense? Like how? How are you doing that? You want to come and really have opportunity to even see. Come here, come and say, oh my God. Now you're on somebody's TikTok explaining me about see finish. See finish. And the thing is that you always think that it is the fan that make you. It's a lie. Those people who are in the camp of people who are making all the noise and fight, I want to fight. The fight where you want fight. You came out to say people should not fight for you. They should not help you abuse it. We don't listen because they are not doing it for you. They don't love you. They are using your matter to create content. I think that is love. So why would you? The people that you, whether you or not, not the people watching your movies, thinking that social media is not real. All these bastards are just clicking your ass. But one no feeling like the predator. Oh, ni why we movie? I want the audience to movie. Oh, it wasn't need 12,000, 7,000. So let me work in. I want to like a mania. I do get the man who she data so the phone what to do on TikTok. No, they for. Don't let me that be pressure you to think you are going to. When I saw that I respond to this whole matter, I was like, okay, what's the pressure? So will I now blame Toyin's fan now? Now, guess what? They don't leave Funke now, you they drag. On top, say waiting. Whether you like it or not, it was a good escape for them. Because I don't know if you know, all of this one, don't very much that Funke go. They fear Funke because Funke was a banana. Am I validating Funke? Do I think she is behaving well enough? No. But if it's working for her to keep her from Idoti and Iriku and Arifin, if it's working for her, so be it. Self-respect can be considered as arrogance, and it's okay. Don't explain yourself. That girl no send your anybody, papa. She no like rubbish. So to back bójú sókè fún yín, tẹ́ ń bínú, ẹ má bínú. But àwọn tó gbójú sílẹ̀ fún yín, ẹ ń fojú wọn yíyẹ̀pẹ̀ ni. Of course, as a public person, you should know how to carry yourself with grace and be soft and cynical. But you are not going to compare what anybody will do to Davido with what anybody will do to Burna Boy. Burna Boy today la bàtà mọ́ ẹ lórí. Burna Boy gan ṣì less. The things that people will say about Davido, you know they cannot try the rubbish with Kiss Daniel. Tó tiẹ̀ tún kéré sí gan. Kiss Daniel ò gbádùn ó ti bá àṣùkúrú ní ẹ̀pọ̀ tó bá kàn lọ fún wọn. Wọ́n máa lù ẹ́ ṣé o ṣe rí bá ń sa ẹ̀gbọ́n báyà ìṣe tóbi tó. Òun ò fọ́. Because you don't never leave go buy into endorsement. He dey craze proper. Don't fuck with me. Because I want to go to the fún yín náà, ẹ̀ ń fi wọ́n ráre ni.
Olúwa mi ẹ̀rọ Olúwa mi.
Ẹ̀ ń fi wọ́n ráre ni now. So at the end of the day, I say, Funke is arrogant. If it's working for her to prevent her from see finish, Baba, leave her. Iyabo should have chose silence. It would have been better. Me was spoken. Hi. Iyabo dey dash it. That's what they're going to say. It's not Iyabo is speaking side. It's better. Meanwhile, like I said, social media is not real life. She can dash it without bringing it to public. Because it's public. You are making a statement, you are making a decision that I won't wear a local judge. And I won't wear any. They are nobody in the grand scheme of things. Why should they matter? Why? Why? Again, I'm going to close. As you are growing in life, getting to the ladder of leadership and becoming somebody of a public figure, one of the things you will learn is that you are going to attract the good, the bad, the ugly. And if you don't know how to manage yourself and still be a person outside being a public figure, being a person and maintaining your stance and your stance on matter, you cannot always be right. And Iyabo, you cannot always be right. Don't stop doing so much to be right and be accepted. And think that do what is right, whether it is perceived or received by people who don't matter to you in the first place. Just do what is right and live it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your submission. Any questions? Anybody want to tackle? Anybody begging to differ? Anybody
I beg to differ.
Oh, yeah, right on.
If you beg, you will call.
Anybody beg to differ? Anybody want to tackle liar? Anybody want to argue? The floor is open for all arguments. Wrap it up.
Please check your WhatsApp. Please check your WhatsApp.
Okay. Wrap it up at the end of the Shakilele so. Wrap it up at the end of the Shakilo so. Anyway, that was a very beautiful submission. I kind of share in Victor's sentiments. I agree with everything that he said. Pretty much aligns with, my thought process as well. But it is what it is. Why we're advising these people, so next, on to the next person who has the next drama that will keep body and soul. Next drama, keep body and soul together. On that note, we are going to call it a day. Bro. Yeah, that was a really good submission, actually. Next, chess 001. Are you cooking? Abi you are cleaning? Abi you are working? And you just have your headphones on. You want us to be keeping your company. Okay. The next one will be this case of Blessing CEO. Or Blessing CEO, which is Sumi. Victor, did you watch?
Did I watch what?
Did you watch Blessing CEO's interview on Daddy Freeze?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's so messed up.
No, because I already got the lights in the matter. So I was like, any rubbish has to say. And I know that Daddy Freeze will be biased, obviously.
Well, it wasn't.
The timing for me was when Atijoko Ajate was and Mama Sita was crashing out. So easy for me not to stay there. Back and forth. No. She was on her own. No crash out. Lori Buki just says, Kenny.
Of course, we expect that now.
I shared it to you yesterday night. Crash out now. Like she just responded to the
of course, we expect that to happen.
Anonymous, daddy Buki just said, "Go say let's walk borrow." By herself.
Oh yeah, it's news.
Wọ́n láwọn àtàbúrò wọn mo yọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ń ṣe lẹ̀ sí.
Irọ́ nìyẹn.
Kò sí nǹkan tá a gbọ́. Wọ́n ní nǹkan tó yẹ kó gba Gbémilékè lọ́wọ́ wọn ni pé wọ́n máa ń fi pípì ọmọ yẹn ṣeré. Wọ́n máa fi ń ra ara wọn. Kò sí tá a gbọ́ lánàá o. Ẹ wò.
Of course, we expect that Joko will respond to it. Because in the first place, there's no reason to come for Joko like that.
Did she come for her in the recording I played?
Yes, now. She said she's a beggar.
She come for her like 40 minutes straight. She came for her.
No. She came for her well.
How
like
many
direct.
No, I.
He didn't go for corners.
She came for her for like good 30-40 minutes straight.
Yes, almost an hour.
tó wá sọ yẹn tán ó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pa oríṣiríṣi mọ́ Farida ó lọ ra ọmọ ogún ẹrú olórí burúkú ni ọmọ Farida àmọ́ wí sí ikọ̀ mi pé o ò ní tàn rẹ lórí ẹ̀ tó bá mọ̀ to be forewarned is to be forearmed.
Ibẹ̀ nìyẹn tó fẹ́ pé ò ní tàn rẹ lórí.
I'm always seeing you commenting, commenting where they are insulting me. I know, be looking at your comments. But you want to know need to already social media. I started lady there, but if you want to know, I don't know. And to my mother, me morning. Terry, mind. Say your bound. You have the right to comment anyway. But something it won't do me. Tell my mother, man, be in the way. Ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ ní tọ̀ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ wá ní ọkọ dẹ̀ ju ọkọ àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ voice note tọ́pẹ́ ọkọ ẹni yìí ó sẹ́ẹ̀tì rìkọ́dà sínú ilé tí ẹ̀ gbọ́ mi tó ń bá àmì sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ẹjọ́ yẹn ló gbé wá fún mi and if I still come out and make a show on you but mo ní no I don't want to because sometimes tí ẹ̀ gbọ́ mi. Ṣé bá láwọn tí ó jẹ́ pé wọn ò ní good record wọn ò ní tàn rè àwọn ẹ̀rọ máa ń tàn máa fò kiri tó ẹ bá mi bí ṣé mo mọ̀ rí mi mọ̀ rí náà why is she insulting me èmi àti ọjà rí mi ìbá ìsọ̀rọ̀ rí àwọn ẹ̀rọ máa comment mo wá mú ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ìtọ́jú àmì ṣe wá mú ọ̀nà ẹ̀sìn kí má bàa padà lọ sí gbogbo sórí ẹ̀tọ́ tó wá fún mi ẹ̀ tó bá mọ̀ ikú bá mi wọ̀n ni ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ síbi tí mo fẹ́ lọ ọ̀dọ̀ lẹ́gẹ̀ẹ́ la fẹ́ lọ.
Padà sẹ́yìn ojú kọjá.
Níjọba èdè Tinubu. Sísọ nípa Farida àti rọ́pò. Ó lè má bá yín lára mu. Táwọn èèyàn máa jókòó, Kúdí òde sọ̀rọ̀. Olóṣì.
He was in the midst of this Kudi matter. Ló fi wá mú jókòó.
Wọ́n evidence jáde pé Farida. Junior colleague ẹni. Àwùsá mo fẹ́ gbọ́jú láyé tí mo gbọ́. Ọlọ́run fi ìyá ìdè yẹn jẹ mí ni. Wọ́n á ṣe dáàbòrúbà. Àwùsá tó jẹ́ pé ló máa sọ ní máa ìdámà. Wọ́n á bá Kúdí wèrè tí ò jẹ́ ìkankan. Kúdí wọ́n á bá sọ Àwùsá. Àwùsá tó jẹ́ pé ló máa sọ ní dáàkì market. Tó jẹ́ pé ló máa sọ ní máa ìdámà. Wọ́n á sọ wọ́n á bá Kúdí sọ Àwùsá. Báwo ẹ̀sìn Àwùsá yẹn mọ́ o? Ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀sìn máa dráàgì ẹ̀ next time. Kúdí, àjẹ́, snitch, evil bitch, ìkà, olóṣè. Kí ni tó wọ́n lọ fẹ́ tó oyè sùn? Kí ló fi tọ́lá fíìmù tí Farida kà? Kò ní àṣàbí ọlọ́ṣẹ́ tó gbé wá. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú méjì. Wàá gbèjà ẹ. Ṣèbí junior colleague ẹni ní Peter Lọ́bì Òtẹ́lẹ̀ ní Sùwòlérè. Junior colleague ẹni.
Ṣé before this part ni àbí báwo? After. Ó máa ṣèwọ́ ibi tó ti wọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Toyin àti Funke Akindele ni ó ti sá mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ àtúntà. Àwọn ọ̀dọ̀ TikTok lè kọ́ tẹ̀ rẹ̀ wọ́n.
This might just be the...
Mo sọ mo lọ́ máa kọ́ tẹ̀ sórí TikTok. Mo ti rí.
Iyabo tí ìbọ̀tà wa bú Funke. Iyabo sọ pé nǹkan tí Funke ṣe ó bí òun nínú. Olórí burúkú àfòkù gbàgbàgbà. Jókòó ta dé ẹtí wọn mọ̀ nǹkan tó sọ tó bí mi lójú. Ẹ jẹ́ ìfún yín. Ó ní ẹ jẹ́ ìdílé sọ yẹn. Because tí bá jókòó sọ kò nìyẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ ìdílé sọ yẹn. Ẹ bá táàgì Kúdí o. Ọ̀rọ̀ Kúdí la máa bọ́ sínsìn. Jókòó ta dé ní. Ẹ̀rọ bó ṣe lọ́pọ̀ tí wá jẹ́. Èmi lásán gan. Odidi oúnjẹ 1.5 million ni mo ṣe lọ. Jókòó ta dé. Ìwọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ olórí burúkú. Ilé tó ń gbé wọn bẹ̀ sanwó ẹ̀ ni. Àwọn ọmọ méjèèjì wọn bẹ̀ wọn lọ sí skul ni. bó ṣe lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nu wọn ó oyún ilé oyún lórí èkejì ó drop out ní jókòtadé ó rí jẹ látàwọn ọjà lẹ́nu gbogbo èèyàn ló ti ṣọ́ọ̀bù pàrágà ó ti ṣí ṣọ́ọ̀bù pàrágà láti 2016 sáṣẹ́ẹ̀tì pàrágà ló ń ta àwọn sáṣẹ́ẹ̀tì wọ́n mọ náírà olórí burúkú ìwọ tó owó tó ṣọ́ọ̀bù ó wá lọ sùn ó dáná 1.5 million lọ sí pẹ̀lú Iyabo kò sọ pé òun dáná 1.5 million ó ní oúnjẹ 1.5 million tí mo wéèsì lọ kò jẹ́ kó yọ Funke ló bá wí o abẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi wèrè tó yẹ pé èdè tó fún lówó ìgbà tá a ṣe fákàsì ní 2016 olórí burúkú ó ṣe bá dá sọ̀rọ̀ kiri náà nìyó èkó ló ń gbégbà ẹ̀ kò nílé ó sáré bọ́ta olóhùn gbèjà wa ó ṣe mọ̀ ọ̀dọ̀ ìyá ìsábọ̀dù wa èmi náà dé wà lọ́dọ̀ ìyá ń gbà yẹn ó lè yẹ pé ìyá ti ya wèrè ń sìn tó yẹ yín ọ̀dọ̀ ìyá yẹn ló wà so ó wá ń bú àwọn àyè tí ẹ̀ gbọ́ ó kọ̀ bọ́ta fún wa lẹ́ẹ̀mejì bó ṣe bọ́ta nìyẹn so gbogbo yín bẹ́gibẹ́gi ni o kẹfà tí mo ń pè bẹ́gibẹ́gi kò ń ṣe kẹ́kù o ṣe é gbọ́ mi ẹ jẹ́ jókòó sọ yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká tún jókòó sọ. so ní 2016 yẹn àmọ́ rí o ó kọ̀ dídé ni o ó lóun gbèjà ìyá ọ̀dọ̀ ìyá dẹ̀ lèmi wà ṣe é gbọ́ mi ọjọ́ méjì péré ló fi jáde ó ṣe sẹ́ẹ̀dì mẹ́sẹ̀jì fún sí mi nìyẹn àti BJ fóònù mi ti bàjẹ́ fóònù tí mo fi ṣe ṣòtì náà láàrin fúnjọ́ kan ó dẹ̀ ti kó mo máa jáde kó mo máa pè wọlé so Nkechi ẹ̀gbọ́n Nkechi náà Nkechi tó máa ń ṣe kájọ àfákàsì gbà yìí so Nkechi wá ní àárín jókòó tadé wọ́n ní ó tọ́ tiẹ̀ ní mo wá ṣe ṣòtò ẹ̀ wọ́n ní jókòó tadé o ṣó wà ókè o ó ṣe sáré sẹ́ndì inbox mi nìyẹn ṣé ẹ̀ gbọ́ mi ó ṣe sáré sẹ́ndì inbox èèyàn kọ́ sọ pé Sister Bukky beg Lizzy Anjorin orí yìí ti burú ìjà Lizzy àti ìjà Iyabo kò ṣe parí ẹni kí Iyabo bọ́ta kó wá sọ́kọ̀ tó ṣe fún Lizzy mi lè dá sí yẹn ìjà ilé tí gbogbo wa lè mú lè dá sí ẹni tí tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn wò mọ́ ṣé ẹ̀ gbọ́ mi so ẹ má kó sí ìdèrí bá mi ìwà parí tàfẹ́ níbọ̀dì ṣèbí èmi náà ṣáà gbèjà Lizzy Iyabo ti ṣe lot fún Lizzy ó ti ṣe lot ìfẹ́ gbọ́ síbẹ̀ èèyàn kú ọkọ yàn èèyàn àtọkọ èèyàn fẹ́ẹ́ sì lọ sílẹ̀ Iyabo kò sẹ́yìn tàbí lè bá please don't let me go there please mi wá parí ìjàmbí ìjà Lizzy àti Iyabo ní parí láíláí mo ń sọ náà ọlọ́run nípa ló lè ṣe yẹn èèyàn kọ́ sọ pé ẹlẹ́ni sọ́dọ̀ ìgbókùn ni kẹ́lọ́ gbọ́ bẹ̀rù Lizzy mo ti ṣe ṣọ́ọ̀fù Lizzy ni iṣẹ́ òfin ṣe fún Lizzy èyí àti Lizzy jà back to back mo ṣe ṣọ́ọ̀fù Lizzy back to back ó dẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tẹ̀wá TikTok ó kẹ́ mo fi ṣe TikTok nígbà yẹn mo bá ìtò tí kú gbà yẹn ṣàkóso àti mo bá di kú ni mo join TikTok ẹ̀sọ́ ẹ̀rọ mo bẹ̀rù Lizzy ni mo bẹ̀rù ẹni bọ́ ìbò ẹni bá fi ṣe ṣọ́ọ̀fù Lizzy mo ti jáde fún Lizzy dáadáa ẹ̀rọ wá sọ yẹn kẹ́lọ́ gbé ìjọba sọ pé Lizzy tó lọ parọ́ pé jalè ní Èkó Lizzy kò bí pé mo máa jáde gbèjà òwúntọ́ yẹn tí òun mo ti sọ fún wọn pé mọ̀ mí I am not a supporter of anybody ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi so please don't bring that here ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi o olórí burúkú tó kọ dáadé ẹbí ti bẹ́lẹ́ ló bá ta ṣe ṣó àti Bukky olórí burúkú tó pẹ̀lú orúkọ yìí àdàbí tó bá jẹ́ kórìtọ́ bàjẹ́ tàbí àṣìírí àti Bukky fóònù ti bàjẹ́ ṣé wọ́n ti bọ́lá tó ṣe tásùn ọ̀gbọ̀n náà ìtọ́jú fi bọ́lí sí lára yẹn òun máa ń ṣe ṣó lójoojúmọ́ òun fẹ́ ra ìbátà ṣé tí wọ́n ti ó tún wá sọ wọ́n ní ajé ti ẹ̀jẹ̀ lẹ́nu tásùn ọ̀gbọ̀n yìí ṣé mi náà ò ní jèrè gbogbo èrè tó ti jẹ́ wà kí sàlẹ̀ wọ̀ lọ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ àtọ́kùn tàdé gbọ́dọ̀ tí ìbọ́dà wọ́n lé ẹ̀kọ́ followers mi God bless my genuine followers lè láwọn followers mi wọ́n sáré máa bú àwọn èèyàn ọ̀tí tí nìkan kọ́ bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ nìyẹn tí ìgbà tí ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ nìyẹn ó sì máa wò ní because wọ́n rẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ kìí wọ́n tó dà ara ẹ̀ pé gbọ́dọ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ lórí burúkú jọ́ kọ̀tàdé ọ̀kọ̀ tó sílẹ̀ ó sáré bọ́dà fún Funke ó sì àbẹ̀yẹ kọ́ mọ́ wọn kéde olórí burúkú aláyé bàjẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ aláwọ̀ tó ń fọ́lọ̀ ní ní wọ́n kọ́ máa yájú sí anybody àti bá sọ pé èmi ọmọ jẹ́ kí n ṣáájú ogun tó tẹ̀lé mi ni á dá fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́jú ní sọ́pọ́tì mi wọ́n kọjá ni wọ́n lọ púpọ̀ ọdá sí ìbọn tó kọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ jókòó dájú òkè tí ìjẹ́ kí Iyabo bọ́ta wá sọ̀rọ̀ ó ti bọ́ta ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe ṣòfò Funke tó bá yẹ kó lọ́ọ̀bù Iyabo kò ṣe sọ jókòó dájú tí ó ṣe olórí burúkú ẹ̀ nǹkan tó bá jẹ́ anywhere bẹ̀lẹ́ fèsì òun àti kùbọ́dá sí pèsè fún òun yàtọ̀ wá tẹ̀ ní hó tí Iyabo kò Funke lára ó ti sáré bọ́ta Funke ó wá sọ lásán ìwọ́n wá sọ pé ó ṣe oúnjẹ 1.5 million lọ síbẹ̀ Iyabo kan tó ṣe fíìmù kan kò lè sọ pé ó ṣe oúnjẹ 1.5 million jókòó dájú kò ní yẹ olórí burúkú ó máa ṣàlẹ̀ jẹ́ fún mi láti 2016 wá kọ́ta ó lọ yíbọn sí ẹnìkan jẹ́ ẹ̀ ó ní òun wọ́n ti lé wàtọ̀ òun kó òun lé ó dídí lọ fún almost 2 years ṣé kò já tí ò fọ́ wọlé ó rí ìjà ló ti máa ń mọ̀ lọ sí school so nǹkan tó máa bó ṣe máa ń ṣe nìyẹn aṣáájú pé òun gbéjà ṣùgbọ́n ọkọ̀ tó máa jẹ lówó àti olórí kúkú ṣé ọkọ̀ tó bí nínú ìgbà tí ẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ kì í ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ lóhun náà 1.5 million ìgbà tó fún kẹ́pà pàṣẹ fáwọn olórí kúkú ta ló pè ṣọ́ọ̀pù ẹ̀ òbí tó kọ ẹ̀ sí ni òbí tó gbé sí ṣọ́ọ̀pù ẹ̀ wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ó sì bá bẹ́ẹ̀.
Hi, Secretary. Hi, how are you, sis?
sọ́kò dání kò yẹ àti tí sísá fún sábẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ dá sí ṣẹ́gbọ́n ìgbà tí kẹ́lẹ́sì ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ta lọ sẹ́gbọ̀n gbà yìí ṣẹ́gbọ́n olórí kúkú ìgbà tí ò ṣe láìkì nìyẹn ṣẹ́gbọ́n ó ti bú mi sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ̀lé kẹ̀lé ó máa ń mọ̀ wọn láti so àwọn àlòkù bẹ́ẹ̀ Genesis sísá bẹ́ẹ̀ fún.
Gbogbo ìyí àti gbọ́ orí jàre lẹ́ka òbí amárí ti jókòó tadé. Let's be fair, let's play both of them. Mo ti rí ti jókòó tadé.
Wọ́n wá fẹ́ máa sọ fún mi pé gbàgbé má gbàgbé lórí social media. Are you kidding me? So bàbá rọra jókòó, akọ̀jókòó ni o. Everybody come mẹ̀lẹ́mbẹ̀ ni. Mo sọ lẹ́nu ni torí wípé this is what I choose. But don't mess with me. I'm not the easy target pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. I'll finish ẹ̀ máa bá yí ẹ̀ jẹ́. Mo ò ní choose. Ibi tí mo lè kọ́ family ilẹ̀ kò sẹ́ tí mi lè jojú ẹ̀. Mi ìmọ̀ láìdáa ni. Tí bá fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan tó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú mi ni mo máa ń ṣe. I work with my spirit. Kò lè mọ̀ pé wealth for all this thing doesn't freak me. Ìgbìjẹ́ ló máa fi mọ̀ wípé kò sí nǹkan tó lè ní ọgbẹ́ni for as part your pocket ni. So kí báwo lèmi àti Bukky ṣe papọ̀? Bàbá ẹ̀ ó lè ní bàbá Bukky ó lè á ní ògbóni tó ń jalè ó kówó gbogbo sẹ̀lẹ̀ lọ ni. Ẹ lọ Google ìbàt Jesse. Ẹ mú Google yín sì kẹ́ Google sórí ìbàt Jesse ó lè ní. Ó fún àwọn èèyàn ṣògùn owó ni. Ó lè ní bàbá tó bí Bukky ó lè. Ó ń ṣe fraud ni. Ó máa ń nọ kèní gọ́ ẹ lọ wo gbogbo àwọn yẹn torí ẹ̀ lọ ṣe ń kú sórí social media. Understand? Òun gógó ó lè ní ọmọ ìwà lẹ́wọ̀n báyìí pé tó lọ jáde. Mo ti fi kiri yẹn wọ̀nyí. Ẹ lọ bá ìgbé gbégbé àwọn yẹmí lórí Google. Ó mú ọ̀bẹ báyìí ọmọ tó bí sí ìlú òyìnbó ló fọmọ rẹ̀. Ìlú òyìnbó tó jẹ́ land of opportunities. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn olóríire àwọn tó wà lóyìnbó wọ́n tó wọn graduate. Àwọn ọmọ kọ́lẹ́jì báyìí wọ́n á wo kíní wá ọmọ ẹ̀ kàwé. Ẹ̀wọ̀n lọ́mọ ẹ̀ wà. Ọmọ ẹ̀ tún ya wèrè lẹ́wọ̀n tó lọ́ fa kókè. Kó tó lọ sẹ́wọ̀n ọmọ yẹn ti ní psycho. You see her coming outside showing her bitterness. And it's because she's not a happy person. To that time when you're happy, can go on in their life. You are always seeing me dancing, smiling, being active with people, showing the goodness in my life. Have you seen me put any other woman down here? I don't do that. Every woman out there who is working out, maybe single mother, one working woman, they are wonderful. Go for where I go to pay. Show you the thing. If you you are the best. You will be going higher. You know that I don't know for Oko Peter ni ojú Àṣàbí Ọlọ́ṣẹ́ náà Àṣàbí Ọlọ́ṣẹ́ náà pé 45 ìwọ ti pé 49 going 50 àbí 48 ó yí gbọdún mẹ́ta mẹ́rin máa ń lọ́wọ́ Àṣàbí because Àṣàbí kan sí pé 45 okay let's Àṣàbí àbúrò ẹni ó wá aṣọ oríire ṣé kó máa pa nìyẹn lórí kíwà tí mo yòó lórí gbogbo àbúyá irúgbó ìwà aṣẹ́wó skindus wọn kò gbọ́ sórí mi ní pé wọ́n ní mo ṣe aṣẹ́wó skindus ìwọ àtàwọn sẹ́kẹ̀ẹ́ lẹ́sí dìbẹ́tì náà kẹ́lọ́ ṣoṣo bẹ́ẹ̀ mo fẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ sẹ́mi gbogbo fẹ́lẹ́ bá yàgbọ́n láàrin àwọn ọmọ àìdíkẹ̀sì wọlé ó ṣe ó gbà lára mi don't take me today akọ́lẹ́ lẹ́sìn school fàákì ni a máa nà jẹ́ àwọn aṣẹ́ ìgbà wọn máa bí wọn máa wọ́n ti ẹ̀rọ lọ́bì láwọn school ọgbọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ wojú mi èyí lórí gbogbo ẹ̀yìn olùsí gbogbo yín máa ẹjọ́ sí òjèsì tí wọ́n àtúkú yín kó fọwọ́ padà búra yín.
Next, I find the show star.
Bless you. Bless you, please.
I find it tiring when they are just abusing themselves.
The abusing is too much.
Ṣé ká ṣe blessing sí ìhò ni? Àbí ká call it a day? Ká fi pàdé sí ọ̀la. Victor, ṣó máa go live? Victor. Yeah, let's call it a day, guys.
Victor.
It's already 12.
They call it to establishing.
Let's
call it a day, close. I need public holiday, so from today to Monday, position, public holiday to the time.
Yeah.
Easter.
So let's call it a day since our public holiday.
I will let her so that she will have full day tomorrow.
No, I have a
public holiday now.
My entire week, the rest of the weekend till Tuesday, I'm free.
So let's talk about blessing.
I'm not going to work. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to be home eating and sleeping and resting.
Why?
And Yashadi said, can I explain myself? Somebody said, can I explain
I'll
myself?
get back to you. I know that we made you a promise, but I've not heard back from the other guy. Until then, there's really not much I can do. I've seen your message in my DM. You don't have to explain yourself. I know your situation. I've not forgotten you. So until I hear back from the guy, once I hear back from him, I'll get back to you. He's usually here when you come up. So, and I've reminded him and he knows. So whenever he's ready, he will let us know.
Go and rest now.
Yeah. I want you right. She want you right now.
Sure. That's really sad. That's really sad, though. Anyway, I think the best thing to do would be just to go and sleep, so that if I get a good sleep, tomorrow we can run a 24-hour show tomorrow. Because tomorrow is Friday. The Lama should give away the final 400K to be given out. So tomorrow we'll run a 24-hour show. So everybody keep it a date with us. Tell your friends to tell your friends to tell yourself. Thank you, MMEA. Appreciate you. So we'll be here tomorrow again, same time, 11. So I'm actually 11 p.m. to 11. So we'll do 11 to 11.
Wow.
11 a.m. to 11
p.m. to 11. Mama, are you sure?
Yeah, we'll do 11 a.m.
11 p.m. to 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah, we can even do 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Oh, Lord,
11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Mama, are you sure?
11 p.m. I'm saying 11 a.m. to 11 a.m. 24 hours.
Okay.
Not 11
wow,
p.m.
That's good.
So I'm actually
11 a.m.
11 a.m. to 11 a.m. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá lọ sùn ẹ lọ sùn àwọn ará US máa jí ó máa bá wọn rí ìjà àwọn ará Nàìjíríà máa jí wọn bá àwọn máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń jí ẹ ṣáà máa bọ̀. I'm going to set up my laptop tomorrow and I'm going to be streaming the entire day. I will be talking about different stuff, so please keep it a date. Màá sùn lọ tí bá sùn lọ tí láìpẹ́ bá dà wá nù màá tún padà màá tún tàn. So 11 a.m. to 11 a.m. tomorrow. I'll see you all here. Yeah, no, keep it a date. We're doing a marathon tomorrow, 24 hours marathon. So keep it a date, and everybody be ready to come up and hold the platform, so that you can keep the conversation rolling. All right, I'll see you all.
Okay, Mama.
I'll see you. Energy for life. Bye, everybody. Bye. Mom 3Ps, love you too. Bye, everybody.
ما زوجتني أنا غصبا عني. قال زايد تخسي ما زوجتك غصبا عنك وانت وافقت برضاك وبشروطك اللي فرضتها علي. من اللي أصلا يقدر يغصبك أنت على شيء ما تبغاه؟ لو إني أقدر أغصبك كان غصبتك على أشياء كثير. قال كساب ودامني أنا ما أنغصب فأنت أكيد كمان ما تنغصب. عشان كذا تزوج عمتي وبرضاك طبعا. قال زايد آسف دامك تبغى تزوج عمتك دور لها رجال غيري. قال كساب تراني بسويها. وإذا ما عندك مشكلة إن مزنة تصير الرجال هالثالث وأنت تشوفه تحترق خلاص أنت اللي قلتها. زايد عرف إن ولده كساب يخطط المخطط كبير نجح إنه يخلي زايد يغار. لكن على مين يلعب هذا الطفل؟ على زايد جلس بكل برود وقال مبروك مقدما ولا تنسون تعزموني على الزواج عشان نقدم الهدية. سكتوا كساب حط في راسه ان ابوه لازم يتزوج عمته مزنة عشان كاسرة ترجع له، لانه شاف ان كل وسائله تحطمت، ومزنة اللي كانت واقفه بجنبه انسحبت، وكل الطرق بينه وبين كاسرة قاعده تتقطع. عقبته كانت الوحيده انه لو كانت امه الله يرحمها تعرف بالموضوع، لكن بما انها كانت ما تدري عن الموضوع فابوه لازم يتزوج عمته مزنة، زايد لازم يتزوج مزنة. وقتها بيصير حبل يربط بينه وبين كاسرة، حبل قوي، وبيعرف وقتها كيف يرجعها، مخططة مرسومة بدقة، لازم يرجعها بس من غير هو ما يتنازل. يعرف انه في مخططه كثير من الانانية، لكن انانيته بتضر احد؟ لا، يقدم ابوه الحلم اللي ما كان قادر ياخذه من زمان. لكن كان وجود مهاب الله يرحمه عقبة، لانه يدري ان مهاب مستحيل يوافق ان امه تتزوج. لكن بعد ما توفى الله يرحمه وبعد مرور هذه الاشهر وجاء الوقت اللي زايد يحقق حلمه، سكت شوية، بعدين قال كساب تدري يا ابويا عمتي فيها من الزين اللي ما حد قدر يوصله. قال زايد ادري من قبل ما تولد. قال كساب ايه بس انت لك 30 سنة ما شفتها، ما تبغى تشوف كيف السنين خلتها اجمل؟ قال زايد عليه بالعافية رقم 3. قال كساب اي والله نشهد ان امه داعيت له. في واحد صحى من النوم وهذا الحوار كان كله في المستشفى، كان يسمع علي الحوارهم ويبتسم. قلبه عوره في البداية على أمه، لكن في النهاية هو عاشق حالة من حال أبوه. قال زايد كساب إحنا ما إحنا جالسين نلعب طول الليل، اهجد بلاش خبال الأطفال ذا، ترى ماني أصغر عيالك، أعرف كيف تحشمني. قال كساب محشوم يا أبويا، وأنا ما ألعب، أتكلم من جد. أباك تتزوج عمتي، ليش شايف السالفة لعبة؟ يعني هذا الموضوع يلعب فيه خاصة مع قدرك وقدر عمتي؟ قال زايد كساب أنت استخفيت، إيش تزوج عمتك؟ إيش ذا الخرابيط؟ عيب عليك. قال كساب وين العيب؟ أنت لو تبغى تتزوج ما حد بيلومك، وأنت عارف قديش كنت ألح عليك تتزوج من قبل. لا تقول يا أبويا إن عمتي ما هي شاغله بالك للحين، وانا العيب لما اقول لك تزوجها؟ ما انت اول ناس ولا اخر ناس. قال زايد بس انت حتى ما يرد عليك، اقسم بالله انك استخفيت، هذا كله من تاثير غياب زوجتك عنك ولا ايش؟ قال كساب زوجتي ما لها شغل، زوجتي بترجع وهذا شيء بيني وبينها، وانت وعمتي ما لكم شغل. انا ابغاك تتزوج يا اخي، من حقك ومن حق عمتي، صار لك 17 سنه من غير ادميه في حياتك، ايش ذا الحياه؟ قال زايد انت ما عليك مردود، نام عند اخوك وانا بروح للبيت، انا لو جلست هنا مو بعيد اني اذبحك. انت تبغى تفشلني على اخر عمري؟ احشمني يا قليل الحياه واحشم عمتك، لو انت رضاها لها عيالها ما يرضونها لها. قال كسب ما عليك من عيالها، خل كل شيء عليا بس انت وافق. قاطعهم صوت علي الهادي، قال ابويا ما فيها شيء، وش فيها لو تزوجت؟ لا انت اول واحد ولا اخر واحد. كساب انبسط ان في احد مؤيد. قال علي ابويا والله ما فيها شيء، انت من ايش مهتم كلام الناس؟ متى كلام الناس يهمك اذا انت على حق؟ لا انت سويت شيء عيب لا في دين ولا في اخلاق. قال زايد ولا شكل الدنيا انقلبت، وانا الصغير وانتوا الكبار، الحين ما عاد في شيء في هذا الوقت الا زواجي. انت الحين يا استاذ علي فكر في زواجك اللي بعد 3 أسابيع، بعدين فكر في زواجي. قال كسب من اللي زواجه بعد 3 أسابيع؟ قال زايد هذا المريض واللي مد لسانه مع لسانك، عمه ملزم انه